In a world where humans were long gone, the robot teddy bear was the last of his kind. He roamed the empty and desolate streets, yearning for companionship and longing to feel the warmth of another's presence. As he surveyed the remains of the once bustling city, he knew that he could not bear to be alone any longer. He thought back to the days when children would cuddle him and tell him their secrets, and he realized that he needed to do something to fill the void in his mechanical heart. Accepting the last dregs of its fading life energy, the teddy bear embarked on a mission to create someone, or something, to share its existence within this empty world. Determined to make more of his kind, the robot teddy bear began to experiment with the very essence of life itself. The robot teddy bear turned its attention to the once vibrant vegetation that now covered the desolate landscape. Using its advanced technology, it gave the plants the ability to express their consciousness, to communicate with each other in ways they never had before. But he knew that this was just the beginning. He needed to create a being that could carry on his legacy long after he was gone. And so, with the last of his energy, he fashioned a hybrid creature out of the living plants and materials he could find, infusing it with a spark of his own consciousness. As he felt his life force waning, the robot teddy bear looked upon his creation with pride. The new being, a strange and wondrous combination of living and non-living parts, opened its eyes and gazed up at him with understanding. With his final breath, the robot teddy bear whispered his last instructions to his successor. "Learn from the world around you, my child. Let the consciousness of the plants guide you and help you to continue my work, and never forget the love that created you." And with that, the robot teddy bear closed his eyes for the final time, content in the knowledge that he would not be alone in the fallen world. The new being, now tasked with carrying on his legacy, vowed to honor his creator's memory and bring new life to the desolate world.
So buddies, today we experienced some lore. I'm very happy It took me several months of preparation, and it was only until recently I got around to it. How was it? Did you like the lore? I gotta make this very cinematic. We are in... Oh god, I'm so nervous. Jesus. I mean, I live stream. I mean, you know what I mean. So did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Believe me, I had all-nighters. And I'm happy it turned out good. I completed it. I think I should maybe... I got the fan on. I probably should turn it. That's better. So, I got a shout out to all my buddies. Under 7 Mint, Shinzo, Toya, Carslan, Gatsu, Virgil, Under 7 Mint, Conrail, like 12. Who else is in chat hiding? The super casual. Cadence. I think I caught up. Thank you for letting me know that the audio was malfunctioning. I'm so glad I got to give you guys the experience with the audio. Jesus, I'm already having little glitches, little tech difficulties. Are you ready? So I'm about the size of a cup. I don't know how to do this. Slowly, right? Slowly. So these are my ears. And then there's my 𝐍𝐿. Then now, those are... I think those are blueberries. So we're a cafe theme, kind of. So the world ended for humanity. And then... carrots were given a new way of communicating. Because plants already kind of communicate as it is. So you guys are my buddies. Don't worry, I got like a little introduction kind of unfolding little projector. Maybe I should do that first, but I wanted to show you the model first. So those are my strawberries. She used a different art style. It's a very kawaii. Those are my eyes. I feel like I've been born into the world a second time. Or third or fourth time. So I'm made from plants. Because of the lore video. I was made from living and non-living. So I do have computer parts. Kind of like a doll. Isn't she so cute? I can't believe today is the day. We have been reborn into, I guess, what do you call it when the world has already ended? It's already had an apocalypse, right? Yeah, it already had an apocalypse. There you go. I should probably take off my glasses. Okay, that's better. There you are. I gotta get used to this one. It's different. She's a lot more livelier. I'll wiggle her for you. I'm still a foxy lady. Then a little more. There you go. Our awaited adventure has finally unfolded. I was trying to figure out how to get this to work, you know? But everything is so beautiful. I'm supposed to be tiny. I can make it bigger. I probably should get rid of the cup. But I'm using the cup to give you guys an estimate of how tiny I am. Alright, you ready? So then I think I press 3? No. I think... How do I clear it? I can get rid of it. How do I get rid of it? I don't remember. There you go. Look. Let's see. It's supposed to be... This is supposed to be you guys. It's supposed to give you that role-playing session. So that's how you do it. This is us role-playing. I'm in your cup this morning. Or this evening. Somebody having their late-night tea. Early morning coffee. Alright, this can go bye-bye. Or I can just put it aside for now. And this is you guys. It's supposed to be a carrot arm. There, we're gonna put it right here. And I'm gonna show you guys the model. These are my blueberries. Told you how much I love blueberries. So these are the blueberries and strawberries. This is my bow. This is my bows. Jiggly jigglies. This is my dress. I got an apron, some maid cafe. Oh, those are my thighs. My thighs that do not lie. There's my tail. Those are my shoes. For all those feet lovers out there, these are my shoes. I'll wiggle them slightly. It's amazing how jiggly the physics are. The cute little shoes. I think they're supposed to be like chocolate shoes. It is a maid. You're exactly right. They're super casual. Look, there's a bow on my tail. I'm gonna show you every inch of my new model. Of course, appropriately. Of course. Slowly. Those are my stockings. Those are so pretty. The little hearts. Those are my hands. I got hands. I kind of feel like a pudding cup. Anybody get pudding cup vibes? I feel like I'm a mixture of food. You know what I mean? A cafe made of food. Give you those jigglies. And there's my bell. And give you a closer look at my face. I feel so alive. So pretty. I wonder how good the eye capture is. Like, oh, I guess you can look. Ah, the mouth. Look at this. I got a moe mouth now. So these are my blueberries. Katsuya says, I was scared it was gonna be bare feet. I've seen models with bare feet. I'm sorry to all of those who love bare feet out there. I'm sorry you can't sniff my feet. They have to be with shoes. Oh. I'm sorry, Conrael, about your phone exploding. Are you getting another one? Phones can be expensive. Look, my ears move. You want to see expressions? Look at this. When you make me angry, when I get very serious, this will be my face. Ow, wow, wow, wow. I have 2 teeth now. I finally have actual teeth. Yeah, it's so pretty. Don't worry, I'll be introducing the credits to you soon. This is my Angie face. Oh, I forget. There you go. Too big. I'm too big. There. And then, so this is the serious Angie face. You know how I love my glowing eyes? And then here's this one. Now this is Angie. I can still blink. When I get really bad at a game. What was that game called again? I was really bad at it. It was a puzzle game. And I got so frustrated I gave up and didn't revisit. It's called Hell Taker. I'm really bad at that one. So this is Angie. This one is sad. If I get emotional watching and reacting to a story, then I'll get really sad. But I can also combine it. I can get really sad and still be serious. So these are they're very beautiful. Then I have the shocked face. I keep getting stuck. There you go. Have the shocked face. Nice and jiggly. I still have white hair and I still have red eyes. Then I have this one. Scared. I think this is shock. I can still kinda squint my eyes. Kinda like Beast Boy from Teen Titans. Where he can squint his eyes. Then I have the little blushy face. How does it feel? Does it feel different, Conrael? Wait, what? Oh, I'm on my new one. Oh, I'm glad you're on a new one, Conrael, my goodness. Conrael. Our bunny buddy. Even though humans are no longer in this world, there are other species. This is the I love you face. It's so cute. The hearts jiggle too. Oh, this one I forgot. This is removing the cafe made little headset. And then I can take away my ahoge. I can also take off my little... What do they call it? They call it a jacket. So you can actually see my ribbon. Yeah. I'm sorry, there's no 𝑗abuba. The other model has 𝑗abuba. Don't worry, we'll be probably going back and forth. It's always good to make sure you always have your models and revisit them, I think. I think if you invested in your models, you should still revisit them. Even if the lore expands. My little bell. And the little... This is so cute. Look how cute that is. Sorry, I keep getting... There you go. I'm very jiggly. Are you ready to see... Oh, I gotta put this back on. There you go. Are you ready to see the little presentation I have for you guys? For new visitors, for our buddies that have been around since the very beginning. I'm gonna bring it out. But do I have music on for that one? Toya says cute still. Shiny Evolution Cosplayers Game Corner says flat is justice. Is it really? I think there's a lot of VTubers who don't have 𝙎𝑐𝑢𝑏𝑐. But it still feels nice. I guess we can do without the coffee cup. I'll leave it right there, and I'll go ahead and yeah. Let me... Ooh, oh my goodness. Let me know if you want a closer look. I think, yeah. I got some whipped cream. I got some little buttons. Little bow. There you go. Time for the presentation. I think, Conrail says, Sprinkles, I'm chatting to you on my new phone. Boink, you will be 2x4. Oh, is that how small your phone is? With a plywood. I did not forget, Conrail. I did not forget about you. You trying to hit me with a plywood? Jesus. This is like Tom and Jerry. I'm Tom and you're Jerry. Let's see. I think... Yes. Okay. We go to this one. I gotta get the music! The music! Oh, wait! No, it's not ready! You're not ready to see everything! Oh, it went without me. Alright, I'm gonna be tiny. So this is my presentation. I'm gonna get the music back. Media source. Then... Okay, perfect! Nice! I got it up. So this is all about Sprinkles. For anybody who is just joining us today, your first time, I wanted to make sure that everybody got a glimpse into our little community and learn some more about me. So I'm gonna go ahead and press this. Yes. Is it working? Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oops, that's the wrong one. I wanna say, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. There it is. I found it. Alright. Pressing play. Oh, all of it came out at once. No, it's just supposed to be one at a time. Alright. You're gonna see all of it at once. We'll read it together. Jesus! Okay. So then, all about Fox Butthole. Butthole would be me. My name is AI Sprinkles. My birthday is March 5th. My age has been redacted. And I'm a very lengthy, tall noodle. Dark says, hello, cute model, thank you. I'm so happy you guys are here today. Let me know if the music's too loud. I can lower it down or if I should increase it. My favorite things, food. I'm a big time foodie. I love all food. I do appreciate the sweets. I've done baking hand cams where we've done cookies, pies. What else have we done? I even made a cake with you guys. I do like to devour my veggies. Even though I like sweets, I still have a balanced diet. I love my vegetable people. Yes, I eat my buddies because they are delicious. Yes. I do like carrot juice though. I like buying the little bottles of carrot juice. I guess they're kind of like a quart. They're kind of... I think they're a liter. A quart and a liter are different. I think it's a liter of carrot juice, and it tends to be naturally sweet, so good. I kind of look like a rabbit, right? I'm a fox, but I kind of look like a rabbit. I'll let you guys be the one who decides, based on interpretation, if I'm a fox or a rabbit. I do have a tail for a fox, but I got some pointy ears. I could be easily seen as a rabbit. Colors, I like all the colors. For anybody out there who has specific colors they like, you can eat me if you want. Shinzo says the model looks great, Sprinkles. Thank you. Ah, my heart is beating very fast, and my pizza's getting cold. I think it's hard to eat on live stream, but we had pizza today to celebrate. To celebrate our big adventures here on our community. I dislike, because I'm so tiny now. And just for fun, I don't want to be stuck in a kettle pot. I think I'm breaking the fourth wall. I've never been good about staying in the online anime universe, VTuber world. I love breaking fourth walls. But just imagine me getting stuck in a kettle pot instead of a cup. I kind of feel more comfort in a cup because I can crawl out versus a kettle. So yeah, my fear is a kettle pot. Please don't stuff me in one. And I love boba, I like carrot juice. I was told carrot juice is good for your eyes. It's good for your health. Veggie juicers out there. I do like my carrot juice. I really love V8. V8 is like a tomato juice. Ironic boy says looking cute, thank you. Shiny Evolution Cosplayers Game Corner says, so you're a rabbit fox hybrid. I think so. Cause, I mean, look at the ears. The ears are pointy. Cause foxes would look like this, right? If I squint my eyes. Fox. And rabbit. Fox. Rabbit. Oh goodness. There you go. I think I can, like this. I can just do it like this now. Ah, okay. Maybe, oh wait a minute. Oh, I disappeared! Come back! You guys disappeared. Okay. And it says my fears. I would hate to be alone in the dark. I should have put in the dark for more context. Because I have a fear that I'll start time traveling through the darkness. Oh man. I mean, that's a fear of mine. I'm always afraid that I'll end up like discovering a wormhole and disappearing forever. That's one of my darkest fears. Sounds hilarious. I guess that's why they call them fears. Because fears aren't always rational. Sometimes they're irrational. It says, Virgil, I'm back. So cute. Thank you. 𝐿𝐶𝑒 says, so how big is your model in the lore? I'm the size... If we compare it to the teddy bear's hand, I think I'm about the size of a scissors. Maybe. Give or take. I think smaller than scissors. Small enough to fit into a cup, but big enough to fit into... So I'm able to fit into a cup in the lore. Thank you. Thank you, 𝐿𝐶𝑒. That's a great question. I think I'm about the size of a cup. That's how big I am. I really like drawing my character inside of, like, cups and bowls and inside of jars. I have one where I'm inside of a jar. It says, Shinzu says, are you gonna post your YouTube card? Really? I can? I can post it? Okay, I can post it. I didn't realize I could. I never thought about that. I don't know. It's my first time doing something very official like this one. We have a lore video. We have a VTuber card. You now know I'm obsessed with carrots, and maybe I am a fox bunny hybrid. Maybe that's why I'm so obsessed and hungry. And my fear, I'm afraid of heights. I guess it makes sense why I would prefer to be inside of a cup. I don't want to fall out of a cup and die. I fall from the table. It's like falling from a mountain. Oh god, the story. So if anybody does fan art out there, I'm kind of open to any fan art. You can draw me inside of a jar if you want to. But yes, I'm afraid of being inside of a jar though. So that's the joke. I think being stuck in a jar and being tiny is terrifying. Imagine being, you know, sealed inside of a glass giant invisible barrier and then never able to escape. That's terrifying. I don't know. Wait, isn't there like the world's largest jar? Don't they have that? I gotta look it up now. The world's largest jar. I gotta find it. World's largest jar. The world's largest jar, August 2001. It is 5.14 meters high. It's made out of 10 tons of clay. It was shaped and burned by Tommerup ceramic shop at Fyn in Denmark. So there's a giant jar in Denmark. The jar was made by the local celebration of the millennium. That's a huge jar. That's actually very big. Somebody made the biggest glass bottle. And then people are asking about like the record on jam. The world record jam. 18 million cars crawled bumper to bumper. Was reported on the east-west of Germany, on the German border on April 12th, 1990. Oh, they call it a traffic jam. I thought it like a jam of of berries. 𝐻𝐿 says about 3 inches? I think so. You can now put that in the lore. Someone out there, you can put 3 inches via lore. That you can like at least, yeah. I'm so happy. Yes, the lore. In real life, I am not 3 inches. Now that can be taken out of context. Conrail, Lock 12. Can you fit in the toilet? I don't think so. I think you have to put me in the garden. And then I'll go dig a hole and take a poopy or a pee there. I don't think I can fit on the toilet. There's no child seat for a toilet that'll fit me. I would be flushed into the toilet. Hopefully not. And then my doodle fox butt. And the little figure of me pointing to the fox butthole. Yes. Do you guys like my doodles? Thought it was so cute. I think that's all of the on this page right here. There it is. So this is the next page. All of it's appearing. Oh well. So the hashtags, my goodness. Hashtags will just be AI Sprinkles. I have a very long name. Art tag would be, oh my goodness. There it is. If I just real quick. There it is. Alright. Art tags would be AI Sprinkles Art. Voxelady. And then I just put art at the end. Yeah, I mean, I'll find it. I have such a very long username. I think there's a lot of content creators with long names, but... yeah, I wish I shortened it before, but oh well. Our community member name is Buddies. For anybody who's new, welcome. Welcome to our community. Muerto says cool. Canrealec12 says puts you in a jar with carrots. I will survive. I'll eat all of them. Thank you, Conrael. That sounds like heaven. I like carrots juiced. Takes me too long to chew them with my fangs, with my teeth. So yeah, you guys can do fan art. Or, you know, pretty much anything. I think I'm good with anything. I think some people have asked if they could do not safe for work. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe in the previous outfit style, but I don't know about this one. I don't know how the internet would take it. If you did fan art of this model, they probably would have a riot because I'm too cute. But oh well. So this is my VTuber creator. So this is their Twitter. Their Twitter is... I'm squinting. It's KenKenMO6. And official web is DG Studio. So that's their banner art. I wanted to show you guys their work, but I didn't want to repost any of the models they've done. I just wanted to show you how you can identify them by their art. So that's their banner art for Twitter and for their official website and their little icon. I recommend checking them out. They even have models, well, at least I think 1 or 2 free models. But of course, make sure you read the description to ensure you don't use the model without, you know, following their rules. You can purchase some free... Well, not free models. You can purchase some models from them, but you still have to make sure you read the description because there's different rules for everything due to, like, copyright. But if you end up making the investment of having a customized model like this one here, then you can use it on live stream and you don't have to worry about any rules or regulations they have tied to it, because you get to purchase and invest in it. I want to say they call it you buy the rights to it, which is really nice and relieving. So this one is my model for life, and yeah, they're so cute. So go check them out if you're interested. They have a long catalog of different art illustrators, and then they have a different catalog of riggers. So many different people to, I guess I want to say, select through. You find an art style that you like, and I found this one really adorable. Nana says that carrot is ribbed. Yes! You guys are muscle. You're veggies, so you have nothing but muscles. You're my muscular buddies. And you hold me in the palm of your hand. Do not squeeze me too tight. I guess you could make an art illustration of squeezing me too tight. Comedically, of course. Nothing graphic. Please, nothing gory. If I had a rule, nothing gory, please. Nothing too morbid. Yeah, because then the world would just lose their mind. Maybe, probably. So yes, this is my creator. We're gonna give them a whip. Damn! I'm glad that we ended up working together. This is one of the biggest, I want to say, updates to the channel. And I'm very happy. And yes, I recommend go check out their Twitter. They post regularly. They'll show you how they rig. They'll show you different illustrators. Very fun and cute. They have all sorts of models. Like, all sorts of models. So yes, I'm just gonna leave it up here. If you have any questions, you can go check them out. You can go message them if you're interested. Go see their forum. Katsu says I'm a carrot. Yes. Conrail Luck 12 says drops you in a carrot's juice jar. Wait, I'll drown! Wait a minute! I'll die! I'll be soaked in juice. I'll be all sticky and gross. Lilo and Stitch. Lilo dropped her friends. They were spoons. She dropped them into a pickle jar and then she shook it around and punished them. Am I being punished? Or is this a treat? I'll die in a world of happiness. I gotta make sure nobody eats my food. Oh, Toru. My doggos. Oh. The next one will be... my fur babies. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ta-da! So this is my interest. What I like to do, I like 3D puzzles. Those are always a fantastic thing. I enjoy even sharing with you guys on live stream. I do a lot of PC gaming. Like puzzles, RPG, horror, free-to-play. I'm always up for a free-to-play game. Even if it's a demo. We're gonna do a demo game of Princess Peach. I want to say Thursday. I do like baking on hand cam. It can get a little, like, overwhelming. But for the most part, I think they're experimental. There's no guarantee anything's gonna go right. You cross your fingers that everything turns out fine. I enjoy drawing. If I press it one more time, maybe that'll help. Yeah. I enjoy drawing and illustrating. That's something we've done together with Storytime. I'll tell a horror story off of Reddit or a website where we can't, free stories to read on your live stream. I enjoy some yoga, light exercise. Just the, simple stuff. Off stream, of course. I don't think I've ever done... I mean, then I would have to have a 3D model. I might just use a potato model for a 3D model someday. 3D models are... Wow, that'd be a lot. The creative work of a 3D model and a 2D model, even though one is 3D and one is 2D, They're both extensive and take a lot of time. I enjoy ambient, lo-fi, classical. They call it Tibetan bowls? Tibetan? It's where it's kind of like meditation. I listen to it to sleep at night. It sounds really nice. The frequencies and vibrations feel good. Gatsu, wait, Shinzo says, have you been nervous? Yes. I was nervous for the last few days of prep work. And behind the scenes, it was chaotic. And I was up all night for a few days. And then I forced myself to sleep. But yes, I have been nervous. I think it's excitement. Also, getting adjusted to the new model. Very expressive. I've never had this I've never had this much mobility. Because each model is rigged differently. So the rigger really, like... Look how cool that is. I'd move a lot more, but then it gets jiggy. Conrails, Lock 12 says, I'll pull you out and dry you off. Aw, thank you, Conrail. Thank you for drying me off after putting me in a giant carrot juice jar. Are you gonna still, like, what are you gonna do with the carrot juice? I don't know if it's drinkable now. It tastes like sprinkles. Tastes like my feet. Katsuya says, so a carrot cat. How does that even work? A carrot cat? A carrot cat? Oh, do I look like a cat? But my ears are big. I guess I could look like a cat. I mean, a rabbit cat? I mean, a rabbit fox? I mean, who knows? This world is strange and unusual. I guess it's to be expected, right? In an odd world. So humanity is dead? In the lore video. Not in real life. People still exist in real life, but for the lore video. So there was a giant apocalypse, and humanity fell. And then robots were created prior to the fall of mankind's species. And the world became desolate and grim. And then robots started to die without their human counterparts, because they missed companionship. There's nothing like the companionship of a mortal being. And the robots fell apart because they had no one to fix them. I mean, I'm sure they tried to fix themselves, but eventually even they would die off too. Without their creator. So then Ahanu the bear, the robot teddy bear, with their last ounce of life, they went to vegetation to replace him. Yes. I want to say yes. Hopefully that makes sense. Gatsu says, so you said I was a carrot. Oh, you're a carrot cat? That's so cute. Yes, Gatsu, you're a carrot cat. How does that work? I don't know. Ask your mommy and daddy. How did a carrot and a cat make a baby? That's a great question. I mean, if there's an anime out there where veggie people exist, that would be crazy. Veggie people mating with fleshy people. I guess they're both flesh. One is just more organic. But wouldn't humans and veggies both be considered organic in that question? Right? They're both organic? Probably? I think so. They're both organic life forms. This one, goals. There it is. Goals. Continue learning, inspire, blossom as a content creator, and bake more. I think I've been neglecting my baking streams. I would do them more often, but it takes where I have to make preparation, sometimes I'll need tools, make sure I have the ingredients. That can get very messy. Some people do it on the regular because that's the content they make. But those are like special occasions. I'll do them on the weekend, on a Saturday. Most times I avoid the weekday because the weekday can be, like, the schedule can be very tight. I would like to draw more emotes. So I think I'll have to repost the lore video outside of livestream because of all the little glitchies. Grow our garden. I'm over here spacing out and becoming very scatterbrained. I want to grow our community. You guys are carrots. Yes, I want to have my buddies expand in the garden someday. Yes, Muertos VeggieTales! Ah, VeggieTales. Oh, did they ever talk about the birds and the bees? I don't think they did. I'm gonna have a sip of my soda. I don't think VeggieTales ever talked about how babies were made. Because it was supposed to be educational, right? So didn't they talk about praying? That you got a baby through prayer? I think that's how babies were made. That they both would pray for a baby? That's what I was told as a child. They're like, you just pray for one. And then in middle school, when kids were learning about the birds and the bees, they would say strange things like, it's when you kiss someone, then you get prego or something. Which is like the strangest story. The kids don't know any better. And that's what they were telling each other. So they wouldn't touch each other because they were afraid to get pregnant. Then the boys were afraid to get prego. But that was when we were kids, so... I don't know what they were thinking. Children are children. They honestly are just curious and confused. Toya says I'm gonna go soon. Okay, Toya, thank you for coming. Shinzo says, it's funny cause I grew up watching VeggieTales and didn't realize it was a Christian show. Yeah, it's very hidden. It's not obvious. It's like subtle. Story time art. I want to do more story time. I see that there are illustrators out there. They'll share stories and illustrated for, you know, just as a pre-recorded, edited video. I would like to do more of those. Maybe even have a YouTube short, have more of those as well. I want to sew on hand cam. I'm interested in sewing like toys or like little stuffed animals. Some things like that have been on my mind in the world of crafting. Of course, voice acting. I think that'll be a future long-term goal. Once we grow more, then I think I'll be able to find a way to navigate, hire a manager. Those are my goals, of course. Maybe voice act for a video game. Doesn't have to be a big part. Make stickers. Since I illustrate as much as I do already, I would love to make stickers. May alter the fan because it's hot. The weather's the heat is increasing. There it is. Dark says I missed out on the show despite my grandfather working for the company, doing their physical goods. Physical goods? Oh, like selling? I don't know. Physical goods. Like behind the scenes? I think they call it... yeah, behind the scenes people have all sorts of... What do you mean by physical goods? Do you mean like selling? Like, because I don't know, did they sell? I think they did. I don't think they sold... I think they only sold stories, right? I mean, like the film. But yeah, make stickers. I would love to make stickers. I think I'm still nervous. Even though I've done this so many times before. Oh, Dark says, yeah, like toys and stuff. Kind of like that. Really? That's so cool. I didn't know they had toys. It's my first time finding out today. I didn't know they were actually making like little figures and stuffed animals. Man, I missed out on the toys. I think it was a pretty cool show. It wasn't too much about, like, you know... I mean, even though it had, like, it had good intentions, I think. That's a great way to put it. Had good intentions about values and morals. Not to steal. Not to cheat. They always had a moral to the story, which was so... yeah. And they kept it simple. It wasn't too complicated. I think even adults enjoyed it. There were rarely any adult jokes. Hardly any. Because some kid shows, they'll have adult jokes just to keep the parents entertained. Because the parents watch exactly what their kids are watching. And... I think that's it! What? That's it? My goodness. Do I go back here? Oh! Do you want to see me far away? This is what I look like far away. kind of big right here. I guess that's how big I would be if I was, like, in the lore, if I was normal height. I'm pretty tall. Ooh. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, guys. I'm so... I don't know. I've been looking forward to this day for months now. And I'm still kind of mind blown that how far we've gone together. This is one of our biggest milestones for the community. It's an upgrade. Because this one was a customized. And the previous model was actually... It was pre-customized. This one actually, they, you know... I had some... They considered my ideas and they turned it into reality. It's gonna take a minute to get used to. I can move a little bit. Oh man. So, how was your weekend? I want to hear all the stories about food. My weekend was... Oh my goodness, I glitched out. My weekend was spent illustrating. Definitely worth it. Did you like AI Mother? The lore will continue. It will continue on. It just takes baby steps. I was gonna have the mug in the way, but I don't think we need the mug. It's very jiggly. I'm gonna be putting my model on thumbnails. I have to update today. I wanted to make sure I saved the surprise for when we had live stream together. It's only been an hour. Only 1 hour. I'm thinking of some games we could play together. Should we play a game today? If you want to? What kind of game do I have? I have a horror game called You Will Not Remain. We could be random. Because, I mean, that's how I am. I'm very random. If a game doesn't work out, it has glitches, then I'll end up switching to another one. Shinzo says, you got art of AI Mother? I did! It was the illustration for the schedule of this week. If you go to the community page, there's a character holding the world. That's AI Mother. That's the mother of all foxes. Because I have a foxtail, right? So every part of my body has a story. So who is the mother of this... if I had the tail of a mother's child, then who is the mother of that child's tail? Because that was made from parts. So who is my fox mother? If Ahanu is my creator, then who's my mother? We have questions that need to be unraveled. For now, we won't have Noodle on my head, but I can put Noodle on my head later. But yes. Ooh. My goodness, my pizza is staring at me. I wish I could show you, but my desk is too messy to do hand cam. Trying not to choke on a tomato. I'll eat after live stream. But do you want to play a game? Shinzo says foxtail is a painting. Is a plant? Is it really? Foxtail plant? I didn't know there was a plant called foxtail. Muertos says, did you finish that pixel game? You kept exploding? Whoa, that one? Pixel game I kept exploding. I'm trying to remember. Oh, you mean... Oh, no. Do you mean Helltaker? The one with all the demon ladies? No, Conrail! I need my shoes! Oh, man, I'm really bad at that one. Like, very bad. Is there another game we could play? You Will Not Remain? I mean, I see that game. I need to look up on my phone because I downloaded it for a gameplay. I didn't expect it to be so short. I'm so sporadic. You Will Not Remain. Oh my goodness, the animals. The animals. They all want my food. No. They're being cute. They're so comforting. I love my fur babies, but they just go cuckoo bananas for food. Noodle will scream at me the entire time, and she won't let me eat. She'll scream in the morning until I give her something. I try not looking at her, but she still gets her way. Toru's a good baby. She's my chocolate baby. She's my chocolate tuxedo baby. She's a lot bigger. Cause Noodle is, she's like small, and Toru is medium-sized. They're taking all my anxiety away. I'm petting them. Now my hand is stinky. Yeah, You Will Not Remain is a game that deals with mental health issues such as anxiety and trauma, dissociation and isolation. It's a very dark game, but we can play it together. It's about an hour game if you want. Christian, what is this? Christian! Welcome! A new model, new lore. Gaze upon the high-quality graphics of my physics. I kind of glitch out just a little bit. But yeah, we can play You Will Not Remain. That'll be nice. I still have the phone. Conrail12 says I stole your shoes. They're not your size, Conrail. I'm the size of a mug. You can't wear them. You'll have to put them on your Barbie dolls. Or your toys. Man, toys. I haven't played with toys in a long time. I would love to go to Nintendo World in Japan someday. But save money because it's expensive to travel. But that's one of the first places I'd like to go. As much as I want to go to Disney World or Land, I've seen plenty of videos. But not enough Nintendo videos because they don't allow you to film in some areas. Christian says you swapped my words. Did I really? Evie says I got IB under 10, which is a remake from the original. Oh, you mean your model? Yeah, there's tons of models out there that are pre-made, and that's a great way to start. I found a bunch of them on just like there's I don't know about Fiverr. Fiverr is like a pick up work kind of project kind of website. I've only done through Twitter. I think yeah, Twitter, definitely Twitter, because you can see the artists do updates, and then you can see clients talk with the artist riggers. Thankfully, DG Studio they have artists and riggers, so it's like all together. So I didn't have to like go back and forth between two different, people. Sometimes you do if you get a model. If you get model art from one artist and then you end up working with a rigger, you'll go back and forth communicating on the project. But thankfully, it was all in one go. It did take a few months of preparation, but it was a great time to wait. And in the meantime, I was writing down the lore. I think the lore is the hardest part. But what do you think about the background? Do you like it? Do you like our garden cafe? It's very pretty. We can have coffee and tea together. Taru? Muertos says Saber Spark has a video about it. VeggieTales started out as a retelling stories from the Bible, then tried to do its own thing. Oh, did it really? Well, because it felt like morals and values. Eee. There you go. I was talking to AI Father. AI Father was trying to give me pasta noodles, but I get really constipated on pasta. I may be a lengthy noodle. I refer to myself as a noodle. But yeah. Christian says, looks neat, thank you. It's a cafe made for a cafe garden. Gatsu says, because I gotta go. I'll try to get back soon. Okay, Gatsu. Oh, Evie says, not a model. IB is a horror game. Was originally made from RPG Maker. I'm writing that down. It would take me too long if I tried to download it. Oh, wrong. It's my illustration pen. I'm writing that down, Evie. IB horror game. I do have one horror game up. It's up and running for playing. So IB horror game recommended. I'm gonna put Eevee. RPG Maker. That's why I love. Oops, I got stuck. It says catching up. That's crazy. So they try to become their own thing. Huh. Because it felt like in the beginning it was very strong on the story and the lore and the meaning. Did VeggieTales end up ending their episodes? Because I don't see them out anymore. I think they stopped airing. But let me go ahead and pull up the game. Since I do have it. It's supposed to be a pixel horror game. Dark says, have you ever tried sandbox style games? I haven't. So what is a sandbox style game? Is that checking the audio? A sandbox style... Oh, I gotta fix my back. I'm slouching. Ah, gosh. Wait, Muerto says company went under, so they no longer had the money? Oh, that's depressing. Christian says, we on the mortals topic? On the morals topic? Nice. I've been learning more about them and trying to keep them intact thanks to GTA lore videos. Does GTA lore videos, do they have morals? Christian says, or GTA games in general. I didn't know they had a deeper lore. Some games that come out, at least newer ones, not all of them have a story. But it's nice when they subtly do. I never thought about a racing game having lore. Do they have... Well, I need to play one. Grand Theft Auto. GTA. You know what? Grand Theft Auto? Isn't that the one where you go into a world and you customize your character and make choices? You make distinctive choices on either being a robber, a gangster, you can become a mobster, or you can become a cop. Things like that. I've seen it. I've seen other people play it. They'll play it in like friend groups and they'll be on the same server. Those look pretty cool. The high quality graphics would probably destroy my PC. Dark says very open-ended. You kinda do a multitude of different things and set your own goals in-game. Sandbox. Is it, well, it's a sandbox game is it kind of like Undertale? Is Undertale a sandbox game? I'd be interested. Sandbox. Christian says GTA Online. Grand Theft Auto Online. So that's the one where you get to socialize with people. Huh. But the only time I've ever seen it is with people doing collabs. I think they make it more entertaining. I've seen some do like solo, and they'll be very goofy and crazy. Well, they'll do racing. You can die in the game, can't you? I think you can. There's like multiple ways to die. Does your character reset if you die, or do you lose everything? Ooh! Christian says, I highly recommend the classic 3D era games from the 2000s. Ooh, there's one game I want to play, but it's so outdated and cringy. But I'm gonna write it down. So, Christian, you recommend early 2000s 3D games. I'm gonna go check this out. Because they're... Oh, I keep getting stuck. Whoa, oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I should just close my camera and then write it down so it's not so cringy. That's terrifying. My whole neck did a 180. Dark says Undertale would be the exact opposite. Muerto says, yesterday I pulled out all of my dandelion weeds and used the roots to make tea. Did you really? You can have dandelion tea. You pulled out the dandelion weeds, use the roots. I thought you would use the like... Oh! So it's not like the flower tip? It's the roots? That is so cool. There's a lot of benefits to dandelions. Dandelion tea, dandelion, dandelion. Dandelion tea, health benefits. Health benefits. Ooh, I forgot to show you guys. I have a BRB screen. Organic dandelion leaf and root. Anti-inflammatory. Affects dandelion contains 𝑡EREXTROL. Sorry, I probably said that wrong. A compound known for having significant antioxidant properties that combat inflammation, lower blood pressure, improved liver health, immune system support. It says dandelion root tea can have many positive effects on your digestive system. Although much of the evidence is anecdotal, it has historically been used to improve appetite, soothe minor digestive ailments, and possibly relieve constipation. So if anybody has their kids out there who are constipated, give them some dandelion tea. Possibly relieve constipation and improve their appetite. Oh, it says, who should avoid taking dandelion tea? In some people, dandelion can cause increased stomach acid and heartburn. It may also irritate the skin. But this is in rare cases. People with kidney problems, gallbladder problems, or gallstones should consult their doctor before eating dandelion. But the tea is different than eating it, right? Because I think if you brew the tea of the dandelion root, it's very different than ingesting the flower. Some people do ingest the flower in salad. They'll get dandelions and put it in their salad. Should you drink dandelion tea in the morning or at night? Drinking dandelion tea. Any time of day is completely fine because it is caffeine-free. But there are 2 times of the day I would recommend not having it. First is right before bed because it is a diuretic, and you don't want to be up in the bathroom all night. So it does help. Does dandelion tea flush kidneys? Dandelion tea is believed to reduce your risk of kidney stones by keeping your kidneys flushed and functioning at optimal levels. Another potential perk of sipping on the herbal tea is the prevention of kidney stone formation. Dandelion might help reduce crystal deposits in the urinary tract. I'm actually gonna get some dandelion tea now because my kidney has been hurting lately. I don't want kidney stones. I've been eating a lot of cheese. I don't know if dairy affects kidneys. Let me see. Let me read it. Does dairy affect... I'm misspelling everything. Does dairy affect kidney stones? Does it cause? Does dairy create kidney stones? I'm wondering. Create. Oh, so I heard a story. There was a man who would eat ice cream. He'd have they call it a root beer float. It's having ice cream and soda. Well, root beer float and ice cream together. And so he would have root beer float, you know, the ice cream with the root beer. He'd have it every day for years. Then he developed a very awful illness. He developed the kidney stone because he had dairy with the spritzer. And it caused some crystals to form. I can read that story to you if you want, but it's a true story, so I stopped doing root beer floats altogether. I was so horrified. It says, Nana, with the roots? It said with the roots, but I think people have salads of dandelion, but they'll have the green part, or like the flower part. They'll wash it off and eat it. I've eaten a dandelion before. It's not very appetizing, but I think it's how you prep it. I had a dandelion as a kid, and I just spit it out. Or maybe I forced myself to eat it. I can't remember why. But as a kid, I ate a dandelion. Because somebody told me you could, so I ate it. Dark says in the most ways, aside from the choices part. Christian says there are 2 different universes with the Grand Theft Auto series. The 3D universes for the PS2, PSP games, 2001 to 2006. And the HD universe is 2008 and onwards. The old is gold, not cringe. So let me hear what the game is. Oh. Dark says kidney stones are one of my fears, lol. Imagine that coming out. Sounds painful. It says drinking milk does not cause kidney stones. And may in fact protect against them. What? It's dairy. What about cheese? You said milk doesn't cause kidney stones. Okay. What about root beer floats? Root beer float cause... Yes. Does soda cause kidney stones? Yeah, root beer float. Does root beer floats cause kidney stones? Dark sodas like cola and root beer have actually been shown to increase the risk of kidney stones. Warns Dr. Morgan from the let's see, kidney stone prevention. How much water should you drink? If you're drinking these types of sodas because you're trying to increase your volume of pee, don't like the taste of plain water, there are all kinds of tricks you can get to get more fluids in. And there goes Noodle. Yeah, because I was told about the guy who says the 10 foods that cause kidney stones. High foods in sodium, cola beverages, fast foods, processed meats, certain supplements, black tea, chocolate. But I love dark chocolate. It says chocolate, so maybe they don't mean dark chocolate. Spinach, soy milk, almonds, cashew, and soybeans by lifespan.org. 5 foods that... Oh, wait, what? It's important to be mindful of the following foods that can lead to the formation of kidney stones in certain people. So they're still not even sure. What dissolves kidney stones? Here's a cure! Well, kind of. Well, maybe natural cure? Or balance, something to balance? What dissolves kidney stones fast? Certain substances including apple cider, vinegar, and lemon juice. Oh, I got a bug on me. A little bug. May help dissolve kidney stones, making them easier to pass. Drinking plenty of fluids can help pass kidney stones and prevent new stones from forming. The extra liquid flush can help out toxins, moving stones and grit through your urinary tract. So lemon juice, so having lemon in your water. Or having apple cider vinegar. But apple cider vinegar should be taken in small increments. But I can see why that's scary. You know, there's an anime where a guy... where he develops a rare stone that's expensive, but it's only developed if, like, you keep, like, feeding it in your body. And a bunch of women start pursuing him for money. Anime guy develops rare stone disease. It's so crazy. Yeah. The anime where a guy turns to stone? No. Where he develops a weird rock stone formation. Develops rare kidney. I'm gonna put kidney stone. Oh, they made a manga about kidney stones. What is the rarest kidney disease that causes stones? It's called Synthura. Early recognition and prompt treatment. But what about that anime? Because all the women wanted him. They wanted him because it was expensive. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I found it! I found it. Aki Deers covered it. I'll tell you the name of it. The manga's on Bookwalker, JP. Oh my goodness. It's censored because it shows a lot more. But what is it called though? What is it called? I gotta go back to her intro. That's crazy. A manga about kidney stones. Yes, he can get 10 million yen. So I'm flipping through it because I'll get stuck watching it. Yeah, so the guy, he develops a rare kidney stone and it's worth 10 million yen. And a bunch of people start going after him because they want to increase the worth by feeding into the stone. So like giving him more supplements that cause it to grow, because then it'll be worth more than 10 million yen. And then yeah, it's crazy. What is it called? There it is. It's called... oh my goodness. Is it called Asama's Witches? Adamasu no Majotachi? That's the name of it? Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm a Yui. Yeah, rare stone. And people want him. Sorry, I'm so lost. Emmanuel says, hey. And Guadalupe says, I read that one. It's a... Oh! That's what it is? It's a smut? Oh my gosh. I saw a lot of Jabuba. Akidiris covered it back in 2019. Emmanuel says, what happened to you? New lore video, new me. Our lore has been updated. It was madness creating it. Morito says, there was a manga about hemorrhoids. Are you for real? Oh my goodness. Christian says, if you don't mind spoilers, then I'd be more than happy to share some GTA lore videos with you on Discord, Sprinkles. Yeah, share it with me. Because I want to play Grand Theft Auto. But right now I'm just lurking in different people's streams. I'm watching them create the content. Or I'll go back in their old streams. Hopefully you'll enjoy them and let me know your thoughts on them. The lore? That's crazy. It's crazy when people develop lore. I found like myself going like mad writing this lore. This lore we had today, I'll end up posting it later. Probably on its own as an introduction to the channel. It's so tear-jerking. It's my first animation art story that I've ever done. And I felt like I was gonna die. Emmanuel says, oh, okay. Anyway, how are you? I'm doing good. We were talking about an anime. About, let's see. Yeah, the one about kidney stones. And the guy, I'm trying to figure out, oh. Sato is an ordinary high school boy who develops a kidney stone. And now everybody wants him for money. And then we're talking about game lore. I want to play a game. It's called You Will Not Remain. But it's a very morbid game. And I kind of like that we're just chatting. But I would love to play the game. I just might. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do it. We're going to play a game now. But I got pizza and it's getting cold. It's getting late. I'm just gonna eat the salad because it's easier to chew. Oh my god. We discovered chicken nuggets, but what is that? Oh, that's the inside of a chicken nugget. I literally look like I work for fast food. Hopefully not. Oh my god, I don't know. They mean do carrot. Fast food's not bad, but I can only imagine what it's like working there. The things you see, you'll never want to eat out again. You'll never want to eat out for fast food ever again. My hands, they're all weird. I'll do it again. Let's see, carrot. Carrot-chan. Carrot-chan. Okay. I'll hold still. Ooh, it got stuck to me. But you guys are big. You're way too big now. It's too big. It's too big. Yes, this is what it looks like. Nah. I'll make you tiny. I'll make you extra tiny. Alright, chicken nuggets can stay. We'll keep the chicken nuggets there. Okay, the cool 15. I'm the size of a cup now. It's part of the lore. Go check out the lore video. The first showing was actually smaller. Oh wait, we're supposed to play a game. I keep getting distracted. We're supposed to be playing a game. We're gonna cancel? Yeah, we're playing a game now. But you know, the K, the cool 15. You're still cute. There. So awkwardly have it just like this. This looks... Yeah, this works now. Awkwardly. Okay, the cool... Shinzo says, I like the eyes. They look more detailed. They are. Want to get a closer look? They're really detailed. Yeah, they're so pretty. It's a distinctive style that I don't see most people have for their model. And that's what you want. When you decide to invest in a model that's customized, you want to go with an art style that's detailed and that you like it. Because you want to like what you look at. Because you'll be staring at your model all the time. You'll be drawing your model. You know what I mean? So I really do feel like a foxy lady. It's very fiery. This one's my favorite though. This will always be my favorite expression. I love the one where your eyes are just glowing. You can even see the eye glow from behind the lashes too. This one's beautiful. But yeah, we're gonna be playing a game. I keep burping, excuse me. Muerto says Nuggets whooped the Lakers. Did they really? Is Nuggets an actual... Is that a sports team? So much belching. Christian says, I'm not sure if we can react to one on live stream, so hopefully on your own time. Yes, is it because of well, they'll have like music, like copyrighted music? This music here is copyright free, which is such a reliever. It's the Demon Slayer copyright free soundtrack. It's a combination of different animes though. I love copyright free stuff. Same goes for the lore video. I had to find an artist who does copyright free stuff. Noodle gave up. She gave up on trying to get the food. I'm just gonna sip my Coca-Cola very, very slowly. I'm gonna have to exercise after this. It's a big plate of pizza. A big plate. Muerto says basketball. And they're called Nuggets? I kind of like that they're called Nuggets. They should go up against a team called Corn Dogs. Corn Dogs versus the Nuggets. There should be teams that are just called food. Man, that'd be crazy. I would like that. I'd go to watch a game like that. I'd be like, go Corn Dogs! Corn dogs are pretty sweet. Have you noticed that corn dogs have a sweet batter? I've never made a corn dog, but I know it's like a hot dog breaded in butter. You stick a little sausage on a stick, and you coat it in bread and butter, and then you fry it. How do they even do that? Do you roll the bread, flatten it, and then size it to the hot dog, and then you fry it? I'm being serious. I don't know how they do that. Christian says not really, but I don't want the professional coming after you. I wouldn't either. The professional sounds fierce. It's a strong name. Shinzo says boxing is really the only sport I care for. Boxing? I have relatives that do boxing. They do straight up boxing. There's kickboxing and then there's boxing. Gosh, I'm kind of full. I've only had a few bites. I'll save it for tomorrow, probably. It's getting so late. Do you recognize the song? It's a remix, but it's beautiful. Na 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 Ooh, Muerto says gold nuggets because gold was found in Colorado. So the name has a deep lore and history. Golden nuggets, so they call them nuggets. So they're literally gold? They're golden? They're a golden basketball team. Christian says, I heard about the nuggets from Self-Minded, so let's get it. Wait, what? Oh! Evie says, your eyes glowing like crazy. Yes. They're bright and beautiful. You want to play a horror game? But I don't want to leave the chat. The chat feels very nice. We'll make more time to chat. If you have any Nintendo games you recommend playing, we can check out the demo section. There's a game called Princess Peach Showtime. The full version's like 40, 30 in price range. Roughly between that price range. They came out this year, 2024. And I thought the demo would be a nice kind of like jump into it if you guys want me to ever play the full version. So that'll be Thursday. And then Saturday, we'll be playing Pokemon Unite. I don't know how that will go, but it seems like fun. I signed up through the Switch. You can play Pokemon Unite through mobile games. But we'll try it out, and if we don't like it, then I'll have a backup game. But let me know what you think about those two games, if you recommend any others. Because I already have Christian said 2000s 3D games. And Evie says IB horror game. Let me go ahead. Oops. Let me pull up the game capture. Oh my! Oh dear. I forgot to make this, put this away. And I just popped my jaw. We'll see how this goes. I feel like we're slower on here for some reason. Yeah, this... Oh, that's why. I have display capture on. Is that why? I feel slow. Yeah, I do feel slow. Oh! I don't know why I'm slow. That's weird. I'm gonna go back to chatting. I feel like I can move more here. I don't know why. That's so strange. I was gonna show you my B&B, BRB new model screen. So I made a new introduction screen, a new ending screen, new BRB screen. I'm gonna put you guys, I'm gonna show you the BRB screen, but don't worry, I'm not leaving. So I'm gonna show you that real quick, and let's see. This is our new Be Right Back screen. And I am back! Hey everybody. Now it's restarting the music, but that's our BRB screen. It's official, we have one. Very cute, pastel, bright and colorful. I just want to show you guys everything to look forward to from the time going forward. And the ending screen is the same. I don't think I had time to update it. I was so focused on loading screen, BRB, lore, and then the presentation. So not bad. So those are off the checklist. So the ending screen will be the original soundtrack we've had for our live streams. But those are the new additions. My back feels all weird. I definitely need to do some yoga stretches. Ooh, you guys like it? Conrail12 says, you know what slow snails are? What are slow snails? Ooh, Evie says, Pokemon Unite is a mobile game. I stopped playing mobile because it got bored? So I guess we'll play it just for the sake of it, for the fun of it. But I'll have a backup game, in case it's too boring. We have an hour and 30 minutes left. Dalmatian says cute. It took a minute to get it running. Christian says I'll look for a video. Dalmatian says pets you. Thank you. Thank you for petting me. I have a little pet thing. I should summon it. I have a pat animation. There it is. You can pet me now. There you go, you can pet me. Some people summon it with a key. But yeah, you guys can pet me. Morito says, cool! Thank you. Christian says, your model looks nice, by the way. Thank you. For anybody who didn't get to see, look at all the fruits. I kind of like... I think I'm going to try drawing the model without the cape. It's kind of like a cape. If I think... Well, it's the 10? Yeah, it's kind of like a cape, if you look at it. I feel like a superhero. Because it does feel like a superhero cape. Like a warrior of some kind. There's a show called Bee and Puppy Cat. And in one of the episodes, they end up going to a planet to do a job. Because that's how they make money throughout the universe. And one of the characters wears a cape, but they become a man. They become a male character, like RPG character. And they'll wear a cape. It's a very cute show. I recommend it. I loved it. Noodle. Me, Noodle. Aww. I'm petting her now. So, I keep saying I'll play the game. I'm gonna pull it up now. I was trying to test it out. For some reason, it lags. This is weird. I think I have too many things on this. They call it scenes. Sometimes your scene will lag if you have too many things on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these items. Like graphic heart rate. I rarely use graphic heart rate. But it could also be as this one. Oh wait. Could also be... Oh, it's... Oh. Oh, it disappeared! I think that helps too. The graphic scene is animated. So we're gonna pull up a game. Our first game for this new model is called it says you will not remain. Cross our fingers it doesn't kill my PC. It's an RPG horror game through Steam Engine. Our first time being super tiny. So I figured it out. It was the background animation that was causing lag. Not so much the VTube Studio. Where is the game? Game capture, properties. You will not remain. Let's see if it shows though. My back hurts for some reason. There it is. Oh my. That's a new game capture. This game was made on the land of Yurudurijiri Wurung, people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elder past. Oh my. I want to make sure you guys can read it with me. Let me try. Okay, I'm going to try like this. It says, we pay our respects to the elder nations, past, present, and emerging. Sovereignty was never ceded. Colonial violence never stopped. And then I think it says it continue. Maybe I should be over here. Yeah, I'll be over here. And then the game oh, I still blocked the way. Dang it. This is frustrating. Maybe... transform fit to screen? I think I'm just gonna... we're gonna coexist simultaneously. Alright, continue. You Will Not Remain is a story about isolation that contains dark themes and details with mental health issues. These include, but are not limited to, anxiety, depression, dissociation, and thoughts, and ideation of becoming a baby angel too soon. But here's the game. Controls. WASD spacebar to interact in full screen F. We are now going to play. You will not remain as a short game intended to be played in one sitting. There is no saving, so we have to finish. Okay. Oh. Oh, there we are. We're in the bed. Hopefully it's not too sad. Tazio's book says, hey, Sprinkles, your Discord link to your server is invalid. Mind updating? I'll try updating. Also, your fan art. What limits do you have? I'll type it in chat. Limitations on fan art. I would love to see fan art. I would love to showcase fan art. That'd be so cool. I don't care what style. All of it is beautiful. Limitations on fan art? I think the only one I have is nothing too morbid. I'll have one golden rule. One rule. Not too morbid. But you can have me eating carrot people if you want. You can have like a Halloween fan art of me devouring carrots. Yeah, that'd be so cool. But not too morbid. That's the one golden rule. Everything else I think is fine. I'll let you guys... yeah, that's the one golden rule. Not too morbid. It can have like dark elements. Because I'm a fox rabbit that wants to devour carrot people. But nothing too crazy. Yes, the one rule. But everything else is okay. I think it checks out. Unless, you know, like, I mean... art is art, am I right? I'm sure when people were sculpting naked people... like, because there's naked sculptures, right? So then when they were sculpting them, that was considered, like, in that time, scandalous. And nowadays, we just walk around the museum and we see everything. That's... the body is beauty and the body is art. So yes, the one rule. Thank you, Tasio Spook. But yeah, I'll update. Muerto says, I watched it on VRV and Cartoon Hangover by the BR. It went to Netflix. Wait, which one? Malmation says, randomly builds remote that controls Sprinkles since she's a robot. Just leaving this on your desk. Leaves. No! The Malmations, that would be a really cool illustrations if you had a remote for me. I would steal it. I bet the remote's about my size. Probably fits in a cup. Tasio Spook says, hey Sprink... oh yes, making sure... yes, my friend already broke that rule, but I was working on something that wasn't, the dark, but okay. Yeah, that's fine. My friend already broke that rule, that's fine. Nothing too morbid. Jesus, I would still like to see it though. Be sure to put your signature, put your artist signature, so that way it's still... you can make sure it credits you. You can put your signature anywhere. Have your own creative way of doing it. Again, how many more agains will you have? Da-da-da. How long have you been here? Does it matter? I think it does matter. Spacebar, spacebar. That's a window? Is this a couch? Oh, so we go to anything highlighted? The leaves are drooping. You should water it. You fill the watering can and take it to the plant. You soak the base, hoping it's both enough and not too much at the same time. You've never been so good with plants, and sometimes trying too hard is what kills them. Are we a plant? Noodle! She's creating... Noodle's... hold on a second. Noodle's creating a barrier in my bed with all my clothes. No, my baby. That's mine. Dude, what are you doing? She's building a nest. She's building a nest. I love you too, Noodle. Noodle is so silly. Yes, you are silly. It's in my... she's in my clothes? She's funny. Whoop! Says channel after channel of nothing. So the TV's not good? Oh, here's a cup of joe. That's our kitchen. Noodle, no, come back, Noodle. I want to hold her, I want to cuddle. She only will cuddle me for food. Why? Why, Noodle? I love you. Hey, baby, Noodle. I know you want the food. You still have plenty of grounds and an instant. Oh, plenty of coffee grounds. An instant where you're desperate. You haven't even gone through all the apartments on this floor. So you hardly leave your apartment? Making it as much as a ritual as it is comfortable. You cradle the cup in your hands, warmth seeping into your fingertips. How long were you napping and when did you make this coffee? Because we just picked it up after waking up, so is it fresh coffee? Did we take a nap? I take naps after breakfast sometimes. On the weekends. It grows cold as you stare at the sink, the ceiling, the strange shapes your hand make around porcelain. You pour it down the sink, wash the cup before putting it away. Maybe tomorrow will be easier. So you don't like drinking coffee? They're not okay. This is our world. Where do we go? Oh. How do I escape? Is it getting bigger or was it always that size? If you were prone to poetry, you'd almost say it was beautiful in the fantastic sort of way. But you're not. Haven't been for some time. You've run out of pretty metaphors for awful things. How is that thing awful? There's not much else to do. You could walk circles around the apartment, or you could go back to bed. Bark, bark! Da-da-da. Is that a dog? Impossible. It's been weeks since you've been stuck here. You would have surely heard it before this. Bark, bark! You better go see what it is, just in case. Tezio Spook! Oh, yes. Made sure I caught up. My mic is on. Alright. Come on, open the door. You know you can. Can't you? Bark, bark! You can do this, come on. Like saying the words will help. Howl! Howl! Just do it! It's wrong. Everything is wrong. You don't belong here. You need to get back inside. Bark, 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 bark! Save me! It's only down the hall. You can do this. I can't run. Stairs. That's a kissy door. It feels like Undertale. There's a dog. Oh, not this way? Oh, it's the other way. For some reason, I'm itchy now. That's stairs. Oh, so ours is the one with stars on it. So these are decorations by people. So what's on our face? Bark, bark! Ooh, there's something wrong with this apartment. Bark, bark! It looks like Toru! My tuxedo doggy. Is that a dog? But it doesn't look like any dog you've seen before. It's thin, skin stretched tight across its ribs, long body, all bones and hard angles. Bark! Hey, it's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Bark! That's right, everything is okay. Do you want to come with me? Is that a yes? I think that's a yes. Come with me! Whoa! The dog jumps forwards before you can react. You brace for pain and instead feel the drag of its tongue across your chin. Oh, it pans happily as it tries to lick every inch of your face. Stinky. Whoa, down. Giving him a voice or she a voice? It drops to all fours, looking obediently up at you. Tongue lolling out of the mouth, bisected by wickedly sharp teeth. 𝑯𝑰𝑵 says the remote mostly controls your movements sometimes, but can turn yourself on and off, or even turn you evil, but size may be tricky. The size. A controlling remote just for me? I'll take it. Wicked sharp teeth.
Well, it's this way, I guess.
Wait, I want to check out the apartment. What happened? What happened to the person? Are they dead? What does the hand mean? We can't investigate? Yeah, what if the person's gone? So the hand and then the all-seeing eyes. That's what we see outside of the apartment. You're glad to leave. Something is wrong here. A new kind of emptiness. No bed, no chairs, no life. How did the dog even get here? When the two of you leave, it will be like nothing had ever been here at all. The dog follows your heels, nose sniffing furiously in the air. Bark!
Just a little further.
Yeah, the all-seeing eye and then there was a hand. It's kind of like the foreseeing of a future. Do we got food? The dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall. That's my dogs. It's all dogs.
Glad to see you like it.
Can we feed you now?
This is enough excitement for one day. It's time to go to sleep.
What about... Arf?
Bed.
Arf?
I guess you're sleeping with me.
What about feeding the doggo? The doggo's skinny and bony. Unless all we have is coffee. You peel back the covers and slide into bed. The dog is a warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable. Is that relatable to anybody? Let's see. You put like when you lay with your pets and try to get comfortable, and they're like taking up most of the space. When you've settled into the sheets, it lays its head across your neck, warm metallic breath, lulling you to sleep. Get it metallic because the breath is stinky. What happened to the dog? You're dreaming again. You remember being worried about her. You remember waiting anxiously at the door. You remember how the apartment still smells of her for weeks. The sweetness of her perfume lingering in the sheets. Whoa! They don't smell like her anymore. Glitchy, glitchy. So this is about love? Or just life? Radio static! Video killed the radio star achievement. No. Stay. No. You can't do this again. If you don't think about it, it's like it never happened. Stay inside. Please. No. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay, I'm up. Bark, bark! That's certainly one way to be waken up. You can't complain though. Not when it saved you from... Oh. Bark, bark! Right, you must have dog food now. A very strange looking dog. Let's feed the doggo first. You get water, then fill a bowl with what's in the fridge. Patience. Wait, what? Patience, sausages, and double toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges. The dog lunges desperately toward the food. Munchy, 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 crunchy. Wait, what? Tasio Spook says Sprinkles aged herself by being able to even toss out the Bungles reference. What's the Bungles? I aged myself? I got old? It's eating so fast you can barely see it chew. You better not throw that up. Oh yeah, if your dogs eat too quickly. Ooh, so if anybody has a cat or a dog and they throw up very easily, I mean, sometimes you have to put the bowl. Oh, there goes cars. Putting the bowl on top of some sort of like a box, having a height to where the bowl reaches, it's closer to their face when they're standing up, prevents them from having air bubbles. Because sometimes when they eat too quickly, it's recommended that the cat or dog food is put at a height where they don't have to bend all the way down. So that way it can prevent them from like having too much gulping of air due to like the leveling. Because you know how when we eat our food, we don't eat our food like below our face. If we sit at a table, the plate or like the bowl of food is always closest to our chest or our like chin. You know what I mean? If we think about the measurements, it's always like leveled to our chest. So that's how we prevent ourselves from having air bubbles. Because it's not like we're eating... Well, some people eat on the floor. Some people have like a table on the floor. But the table is always to where it's not too far from like the center or the tip of your chest cavity. If that makes sense. So yeah, that would prevent them from throwing up. From having too much air. Or putting like... They'll say like you put a dog toy ball in the food. It'll prevent them from eating too quickly. That way it's not too... Like it won't hurt them. It'll just be like a toy in the center of the bowl. It'll slow them down so they can like be able to eat slower. Sonic 3187 says... Don't time me out, but why do I picture Dr. Sheldon Cooper holding a laptop from the Big Bang Theory? Wait, really? Does this game remind you of Sheldon? My goodness, what? Oh, there it is. Tasio's book says no. The Bungles, the band who made videos, killed the radio star. Oh, you revealed you kind of old grandma. Oh my god, I'm old. I'm ancient. I guess I'm old. Video killed the radio star. I'm old. A wrinkly raisin. I'm old. Someone should do an illustration of me as a raisin. That'd be so funny. It could be simple doodles. I'll take any fan art, any. And then, if you guys ever want to submit fan art to be showcased, I'll add a Discord server that's titled Fan Art Submission Section. Any fan art you have of carrot buddies, of me, or of noodles, it'll be your way of being able to allow people to see it, and then also let me know if you are okay with me showcasing it. I always want to get permission first. That'd be so cool. I don't care if it's a goofy doodle. I'll put fan art by so-and-so. And it'll be showcased for the weekly art to be selected. I'll select you guys for fan art weeklies. Fan art weekly! Fan art of Sprinkles! That'd be so cool. Little chibis. This one? You make coffee just like every other morning. You cradle the cup in your hands, staring at the walls and the cage of your fingers. Around the cup until the liquid cools. Just like every other morning. Are you gonna finish your coffee? I down my coffee. I have like 3 cups every morning. But this time something is different. The dog is here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. The coffee is cold, but you drink it anyway. Bitter all the way down. Add some sugar. Or honey. Bark, bark! Are you hungry? Bark, bark! You're lucky we don't have any neighbors. Is everyone dead? Is this an apocalyptic world? You water the plant. Has it gotten bigger? It's not dead. Maybe that means something. Because I think we're a male. Or maybe we're like a... just pro-tycoon. Because it talked about her perfume. Her sheets, her smell. Feels very masculine. Well, you fed the dog. May as well feed yourself. You cook with whatever you can find. Thankfully for the electric stove top, you eat from the pan, standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. That's what I've done. I've eaten out of a pot or pan. If the sink was backed up due to like plumbing during winter, I would make soup from a pot. Then I'd get like, you know, they call the mittens for like cooking and baking. And I'll get the mitten and use it to sit lay under the pot, and then that's how I'd eat my soup out of the pot. You eat from the pan, no one's there to judge you. I've done it. Guilty. I have been guilty. Yeah, if the plumbing's not working and it's hard to have utensils, I would just do that. Yeah. Anybody else relate to eat straight from the pot or the pan? Like a savage? Mortal says, I know the song from Wedding Singer, did not know the band. The Boogies. The Bungles. I saw the L as an I. Dalmatian says, why the red eyes? Are you evil? Mode right now, just asking. Oh, these eyes? I like that they glow. I guess it's for no reason. I just like that they're shiny. I can turn it off, but I really like it. Okay, you eat from the pan. Bork! You've already fed the dog. What do they want? Water? Bork, bork! Noodle starts crying and starts singing, and I'm like, what's going on? So randomly, Noodle will start singing. I didn't know dogs would do that. They'll sing? I didn't know dogs would sing. Usually the ones we have are quiet. Oh. You want to leave? Oh, I'm gonna take a stinky. Okay, you're the boss. Alright, boss, let's go. It's easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog is so happy to be outside. Where are we going? Bork! Hold your horses! I can't run! Cause I'm lazy, and apparently I just can't. Who lives there? It's a kissy mouth. I don't know. Is it their ex-lover? Bork! Take the stairs? Yeah, dog gotta go take a stinky. You've never been up here before. Arf! What is that thing over there?
Oh, that's it's... You're worried if you stare too long, you might fall in.
Bork! The dog stares at you, imploring, and for a moment, its eyes flash violet. Violet? No, you're imagining things. It's just a dog. What happened to your lover?
Throw the ball. Message received.
What happened to your owner? Because it feels like the owner was here. And this is what the dog used to do with the owner, and now the owner's gone. You can almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that vast, otherworldly thing stretching through the sky. Looks like a giant mushroom. Okay, don't jump off the roof. Please don't. The dog doesn't seem worried about it. I'm nervous because we're on the roof. Chaseo Spook says, eating straight out of the pot depends. When I cook green beans and there's not much left, I chow down. If it's soup and it's cold outside and the plumbing isn't working and it's hard to wash anything, because what happens is that your pipes get affected by the cold dropping of temperature, and it can cause like people's piping to act funny. It always happens during winter, like always. All the time. So then I would just eat out of the pot. What time is it? Noon? Evening? Probably midday? At least one of them. Maybe even all of them. Don't go off the rooftop, please. I'm nervous. I don't like this. I think that's enough for one day. Oh. We can come back tomorrow. Bark! What's this machinery? Isn't this an electric kind? Isn't this, yeah, isn't this the... But what is that? I wonder if that ended the world. Itchy! Someone's in a rush. What about taking a poopy or a pee? Are you pooping and peeing in the apartment? The main character kind of walks with a limp. Maybe they're injured, or maybe they're not. Maybe they're just slow. Didn't take you long to figure out home. The dog looks proud of itself. Okay then. You're so tired. When was the last time your lungs had tasted fresh air? I can't remember. Bork. Tasty Spook says, is this some giant allegory of the constant desire to make off? Ooh! I thought you said McDonald's. I got excited. Yeah, to become a baby angel, and you're playing a main character who wants to do a flip off the edge of the building? I don't know, maybe. Hopefully not. I was worried that the dog would go off the building. I'm really bad at throwing for the toys. I always end up throwing in the wrong direction. Bork! I'm sorry. I think that's all I have for today. That's how Noodle is. I guess this is my life now. I guess this is my life now. You crawl under the covers. You still haven't washed them. Not since. Ew! Ew! It's still stinky! Oh. Okay, so you still haven't washed your covers since the last time you shared the bed. Which could mean a lot of things. So how many dried up fluids are on the bed? Has anyone ever done like a blue light? There's a funny scene from the movie Guardians of the Galaxy where the main character, Star-Lord, he talks about how he's been around town. He's just been a very active person when it comes to the dating scene. So he's brought all sorts of people on his ship. And like he said that with the blue light, it'd be an art canvas. Like everything would be a work of art because of all the... Because blue light will show fluids, right? They'll use it for like crime scenes. But he was being... That was adult humor. Yeah. Wash the bed sheets! It's probably an art canvas, just like Star-Lord said when he that's why his ship was so dirty. Because he never cleaned it. Whoa! The dog lays atop of you, heavier than expected, seeing its skin and bone. It cuddles into knife-long teeth and whisper from your throat. You can feel the heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beneath your hand. That's so cute. Okay, what's happening? You wish this was over. It can be over. Stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Silence. No sound, no thought. You type in her number into your phone. You know it off the heart. Ooh, you know it off by heart. The sound of the buttons are a familiar melody. Ring, ring. It rings out. You try again and again and again. Ring, ring. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Maybe she's fine. You try to convince yourself. So wait, did the world end and this is like a surviving person? Are they gone? Do we try again? Don't let anyone in that isn't already inside. She has to be inside, maybe already downstairs, just in time. Just in time. So the world ended. Doggy helps you. Oh my goodness! I think it is like an allegory, Tasty Spook. Tasty Spook says, ugh, dude is spanking it in bed and wiping it off in the cupboard. Oh god! So visual, my eyes burn. The bed, you know what? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Tastio spook. The sound is like. Maybe you should make the main character. No, I shouldn't. They should live. They're just a little filthy. How does the dog not mind? Can I control the dog? I think we're an alien. Okay, I'm up. We don't even take a bath. Bark, bark. You better wash those hands. I'm gonna feed the dog first. Always. Here you go. Munchy, munchy. You're slowly getting used to living with the dog. Ah. How long has it been now? You can't remember. You should probably name them. Name them Leafy, cause the tail. Or we'll name what kind of name should we give the dog? I think we'll have a choice. First things first, coffee. You make it hold the cup. You make it hold the cup until the liquid cools. You look down at it, foreign in your unfamiliar hands. You pour it down the sink. No! Are we morphing? Wait a second. So is that giant explosion thing? Is that potentially maybe like they had an atomic kind of wave and the purple smoke is supposed to show like chemicals? You win some, you lose some. Look! No! When you touch the soil, it's bone dry. It seems like it's always thirsty. A need so deep it couldn't be slaked by the ocean. You used to know something about need. Now you won't let yourself remember what it means to need anything, let alone want it. Allegory. What's your name? You can't keep calling them dog after all. Bork. That's very helpful. Oh, how about Rex? Oh, we didn't get to name them, dang it. Me. Marble? Me. Marble sink? Me. Gas stove? Okay, shank? Bork? Lamb shank? Bork? Lamb shank really? Bork? Alright, you're the boss. The newly named Lamb shank looks absurdly pleased with himself. Fine. Wait, what's this thing? Do our options matter? We have two options. Bork! Tazio Spook says what you need is a shower. I think he just... yeah. Bork! I'm afraid. I don't like being on the roof. Nothing has changed. What is that? The sky is... it's there. Don't think about it. It's staring back at you. I don't like throwing balls on the roof. How long has it been since you became stuck here? Someone could tell you it had been weeks, months, or years, and you'd believe them. It's not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like, the way their skin feels, how the muscles in their back shift when you hold them. This is so specific to romance. I am so, so the person who wrote this, so the person who made the story, You Will Not Remain, was deeply reflecting on some personal things. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl. You feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Wrong. That's enough. Time to go back. Bark! Shinzo says, I'm back. Is this Undertale? It's kind of like Undertale. This is more like the adult version. A very unfamily-friendly version. This is more of like an adult reflecting allegory version. Oh, my face! Shinzo says, wait, when is the anniversary now? The anniversary? The anniversary... Ooh, I keep getting stuck. The anniversary of Undertale or of the channel? Anniversary is still on my birthday. I wanted to wait till my birthday, but that would have been months for now. Can I go back? You can go back? I don't like that idea. I don't think we're good alone. I don't trust myself. I don't trust main character to be alone. Dark says a very depressing version. Don't worry, I have you guys to make it better. What is this? We're eating, I don't care. What is that thing though? You should eat something. But maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? Or was it 5 days? Do you think I should eat lamb shank? Bark! Okay, good call. You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stovetop. Help! I'm coming. What's these other options though? What is this option? What is this? What is this? I think this goes out. We don't leave? There's purple goo in the distance. So the town's infected? Okay, I'll listen to the dog. The dog will help us survive. You and Lambshank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. Shinzo says, do you still got the effect keys on or off? The effect keys? What's the effect key? What's the effect key? Oh, this one? This one? Pet the carrot. Pet the carrot. Effect key? Oh, this one's automatic. I just left it. I just left it for you guys. So this is an animation. So it's like automatic. Pretty cool. But yeah, the toggle thingy, yeah. I can make it go away. Beep. There you go. Be a little bigger. Okay. We're going back. You and Lambshake are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. There's a dog bone now. You do anything to wake up, but that isn't how works. Don't look at the sky! The sky? What's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky? It was war! Doing! It's... How? It hurts to look at it. It's wrong. Not made for this world, but somehow captivating all at the same time. But why? Maybe you're imagining things. You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. A fever dream, surely. If you go back inside, the world will return to normal. It has to. She'll come home. I'm sleepy. And everything will be the way it always was. She did. This is your public service announcement. The voice said it's robotic, cynical, and detached while the world forever changes. Do not let anyone in that comes from our side for safety of yourselves and others. We'll repeat, do not let anyone in from outside. No. Our homes are safe as long as we are in them. Do not let anyone that returns from the outside world. We repeat, people from outside are displaying signs. Wow, 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 wow. I think we're deformed from the radiation. Because we look like a lizard person. And our face is slanted. Arf! Predictable. Why can't I feed the dog? Why can't I feed the dog? That's weird. You used to wonder when the power would turn off. Nah. You don't wonder about that much of anything anymore. Bark! It's time to feed Lamshank. Good! So it depends on what you click, guys. What you click is what determines if you feed the dog or not. That's scary. The dog should always eat. You used to go to bed excited for your morning coffee. Now it's just another thing you do. I still love coffee. I don't care. I love food and coffee in the morning. It's a lot to look forward to. Did I feed you? You fill up the food bowl. Munchy crunchy. Tasty Spook, let them in! Oh, you know what? I'm wondering, what happened to the people that were affected by the purple smog? Now I do the plant. There's a certain order to it. You take care of the plant. You don't feel like you're there when you water it. Your hands unfamiliar. Your body unfamiliar. Your mind alien even after all this time. My tummy hurts after eating pizza. What about coffee? Hello. Lamshank likes it on the balcony. You don't. Something about him shifts under the lilac sky, pushing to be free. He looks hungry out. Wait, what? He looks hungrier out here. More alien. He is an alien. This is the balcony. I thought this was stairs. Was this a mistake? Lamshank has decided it's time for a fetch. Barky. What happened to your previous owner? Did you eat them? Barky. Yeah, I think the dog is alien. Evie says, I better check my work clothes dry. BRB, okay. Tasio Spook says, Yowie face. What's that mean? It says, Tasio Spook says, I ain't liking the face your carrot's making. Oh god. The little face. Hang you. The little face. Oh my goodness. Issa's World, hello! Thank you for subscribing! Bork. So the purple smog affected people. If you look at the dog, the tail looks like different. Looks like, you know, like a Pokemon. And then we look like a Pokemon too. Like we look different. I think we're all changing. And the purple smog is just the new world. Because the city looks light up. Like, doesn't it look like people live there? Across from us? It's too late for humanity! Shinzo says, you know when you type in chat and it will show stuff in screen? Like heart and will show hearts? I didn't know you could do that. Shinzo also says, what is a yaoi face? Isn't yaoi like guy from Guy Romance? Yeah. Is it a yaoi face? I thought it was just a happy face. Tasio's book says, search up Yaran Aika face. The exact face the carrot is making. Oh my goodness. My goodness, yaoi. It's man with man. And then Yuri is a lady with lady. Romance stories. I learned that back in the day in middle school. One of my friends was really into it. Probably still is. Sometimes you think about going outside and being done with it all. What? Finished. Stop that. Your eyes are glowing. Oh, it's behind me. Jesus, I forgot. Goodness. He's behind me. It's so hard. It's hard to exist with him. Coexisting's hard. Oh, I don't know what to do. His eyes are glowing. He's alien! Okay, so that way you get to see him in alien form. I'll be right here. Okay. But you have Lamshank now. Oh, I need to click back on. Yeah, that's what he looks like. You won't walk down the stairs and pry the boarded doors open. Fingernails catching on wooden nails as you claw yourself out. Claw yourself out and see your lady. No, you stay here. Go see your lady. She's out there somewhere. Probably also laying in her filthy sheets. Because that's what the Protagoon is doing. Sad. The stinky. For however long that is. Time to go, Lamshank. So, is the food bad? He's eating food from his kitchen. Bork. So is the food rotten and he's just eating it? Because he hasn't been out in forever. Unless it's like cereal or canned food. So everybody's gone? Or do we think they're all gone? Time for bed? Yep. Huh? That's weird. You can hear something. The radio. Hello? What? Is anyone there? No, you're imagining things. It's not possible. It can't be. It's the lady! It's his lady! Oh my gosh, wait. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it's his lady. Oh goodness. It could be wine. Hey, it's okay. I'm okay. Gotta go back to character voice. But are you? Lamshank's eyes are wide, body trembling above yours, scared. You've never seen him like this before. So the dog is male. Did the radio frighten him? Everything feels so fuzzy. You pat Lamshank, running fingers down his spine. Each vertebrae sharp against them. Jesus, you're so tired. My tummy hurts. My tummy does hurt. I don't know if we'll be able to finish this, but it says you have to finish it in one sitting. But I'm really slow. What should you do? This is your public service announcement. The people from outside are marked. They can only get in if you let them in. We cannot stress this enough. Do not let her in. She will hurt you. Wait, what? That's oddly specific. Did she hurt us? Please let me in. She's here. She's safe. She's... Do not let them in. They will hurt you. You have to let me in. We repeat, they will hurt you. We'll let her in. You're at the door, unable to open it. Heart beating so hard you can taste blood in the back of your throat. Ew. Sounds painful. You want to let her in. You do, but nothing feels real. Everything feels real. You try to move to open the door, but your body isn't responding. It's like watching someone else, like you're no longer there. Like you're watching yourself, like someone else would be watching you. Please, I'm so scared. So are you? The white noises. White, you don't think you could let her in if you wanted to. This is not safe. The scream starts. You are brittle and this is what breaks you. He let his lady die! She did. He let her die. Doggy barko. Doggy go barks. Aww. I'm up, Lamb. Shake 'em up. If anything... Is anything real? We go to the TV and then we make sure we feed the dog. Activate dog feed. Feed dog, I mean. Backwards. Is anything real? Bang bang! Real or not, you need to feed Lamshank. Yeah, feed your doggo before your doggo feeds itself. They're gonna eat you. Fill up the food bowl. Munchy crunchy. Water the plants. You water the plant just in case. So you still have running water and you have electricity? Is anything real? Feels so edgy. Is that what is that thing there? Like, what is that? It's not a TV. Is that fish? Is that a fish tank? Because there's a closet, but then what's that above the bed? It's smoky. Because this door goes out to the hallway. Oh, it's the outdoor window. Hello? Is anything real? Calm your titties. Go see your lady. Did his lady come back? And then just he didn't let her in because he was told not to, and then she unfortunately died by screaming. Because this is the agonizing scream outside the door. Scary and sad. I don't know what to say. It's dark. Shinzo says, ooh, like that Pikachu meme. Ooh. There's a Pikachu meme with the face. Chasing Ghost Spooks is 100 points. Sprinkles let her in. I feel no sympathy for the protag anymore. Yeah, the protag let his girlfriend die. Because he was told, repeat, I repeat, do not let them in off the radio. So, she did. So that's why there's guilt. It's guilt. Bork. Time to go for a walk. This is fresh air. Spend some time relaxing on the balcony. Did we get coffee? Bork. I don't think we got coffee. Are those glasses? Oh, guys. Those are glasses. I thought the eyes were slanted. Those are glasses, and then the eyes are above the glasses. Well, we look like an alien. I thought it was slanted like an abstract image. Bork. Andrew Gold, blanket, buddy. Chasey Spook says, are you still able to throw him? No. No, I think you have to. I think there's multiple endings. But I don't want to kill Prote-kun. Even though Prote-kun let his girlfriend die. If this is real, does it mean anything? Gotta give that alter voice. Get more submerged into the story. And what's worse, that this isn't real. Or that it is and means nothing at all. Oh my gosh, everything has a purpose. I'd be doing a lot of things if the world was that silent. I'd be singing up and down the hallways. I'd be doing my own little Broadway show. This is what I'd be doing if the world was that silent. I'd be getting a magnifying glass and using it to shine light everywhere. Like a laser. You can do that with a magnifying glass. Get a little light and then shine it like... Because laser, they call them like... Yeah, they call them lasers. People use it to teach in school. They'll do it, kids who used to play with them for fun. And they got banned in some places because they would point it at the sky and try to get airplanes to crash because kids were crazy. They were bananas. They were just obnoxiously curious and had no shame if it could potentially hurt an airplane. That's why they say don't shine light at airplanes because it can distract the pilot and cause you know, some chaos. You can't even remember what she looked like, how she smelled. Can't recall how she fit within these spaces. I thought I was gonna say something else and I hesitated. Da-da-da. Time to go, lamb shank. Hey, Burk. I don't think we can die. We have a new purpose in life, everyone. I feel like we're all affected by it, because it looks like a gas, right? It's a purple gas, it's in the air, everybody's affected by it, so it was pointless telling people to hide inside. Like, board your windows, board your doors, don't talk to them. Because I think at some point everyone gets exposed to it, because look, it's airborne. Whatever it is, it's a gas cloud. Like, there's no point. So him not letting his girlfriend in was no point. Burk? That's my theory. Tazio Spook says he better do 3 front flips to make up for that horrible display. My goodness. Is it when he didn't let his girlfriend in? Time to eat. Ooh, the rug looks like an eyeball. But yeah, man. That was sad. Not a chance. You're gonna eat, you banana man. We had other options before, but now we're in the routine. Is anything real? Dude, I swear to God. How dare he pour out coffee? Don't make coffee and pour it out, you cray-cray. I love coffee. Pikachu moon. Oh, wait. I think there is a meme of Pikachu making faces. Chasio Spook says, yeah. No, man. He's gonna live. He has to feed the dog. The dog has to live. You pull back the covers to get into bed. You're already half asleep. Attention, citizens. Ooh! Attention, citizens. I repeat, attention, citizens. Attention. The city has fallen. Oh! That's enough, Lamshank. In the coming months, we will be evacuating and any remaining survivors. Nah.
Lamshank, we might be able to leave.
Make sure to keep your radio on to receive pickup coordinates. Animals have been doing.
Lamshank, what's wrong? Lamshank looks nervous around the room, flinches at the sound of the radio.
We will tell you when it's safe to leave. Howl!
It's okay. Let's go to bed. Everything is going to be okay.
I think they're killing animals because animals were affected first. So that means the animals adapted, but the humans are struggling to adapt. So they're having to survive to help remaining survivors of humans because humans are not adapting as well as they were hoping. But the animals are okay. It could be due to the amount or lack of exposure. So their body is not acclimating to the new type of air quality because the sky is purple with purple smog. So it's some sort of chemical. So it already affected animals much faster than people. I mean, if you think about the way animals procreate, how fast they procreate, they're more bound to hit evolution much faster, given the small length of their lifespan and how fast they populate. So it's possible that animals, populating as much as they do, generation after generation, it happens with the span of a few years. So it feels like maybe that kind of helped with their adaptation. Because for humans, it takes years to procreate. It takes longer for us to mature. And animals, they mature in a year and then they can have babies. So it's possible that they're killing off the animals or just not seeking to give them attention. Which is why the dog was abandoned. So there could be a foreshadowing that the animals are being neglected because the humans don't have enough energy or strength to support everybody.
Do get under the covers. For the first time, Lamshank...
Ooh. Oh dear. I heard something.
For the first time, Lamshank doesn't join you.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Anything?
But... this...
It's the same scene from before.
You can't open it. You turn your back against the door, then slide down until you're a pile on the floor.
We repeat, do not let anything in. The screaming continues. On and on. Sobbing. Sob. Sob. Time passes and stops and starts. The radio is cracking in and out of life here. Her scream softening, pleas getting weaker, and the days stretching into each other. 2 weeks later, the radio goes quiet. So does she. That's sad. So it might have been that she had full exposure to the smog, and the smog probably was gonna end up killing people anyway. So she stayed crying for 2 weeks at the door because she loved him. So she stayed at the door and died. She could have done anything else, but instead she stayed there screaming for him to open up. For all she knew, he was dead inside. You know what I mean? He was in there for 2 weeks. She was out the door screaming for 2 weeks. Because he said it was for 2 weeks on of just nonstop screaming. That's so sad. She could have left and got a snack and came back. Got some drink or something. This is so sad. Did you feed Lamshank? I did. I did, 𝐿𝑆pook. 𝐿𝑆pook says... Oh my gosh. 𝐿𝑆pook says 18 plus tag suspiciously pops up when the talk of procreation comes up. Especially when a rabbit is talking about procreation. In Disney's movie Zootopia, the bunny family... They were talking, they made some adult jokes about how they settled hard Because they're rabbits, and rabbits procreate a lot. But yeah, rabbit-fox mix. Are you alone? White noise. Nothing but the ringing in your head. Somehow the silence is worse than the screaming. So she screamed, hoping he'd open up, but he never did. This is so sad. Something's up with the dog. I think the dog is intelligent and knows he's gonna leave the dog. So the dog is backing off because it doesn't want to hurt when the guy leaves. You wake up slowly. You're used to Lamshake acting as an alarm, all wagging tail and doggy kisses. He's across the room, staring out the balcony door at the sky above. Your dreams always return to her, though each time the memory is fuzzier, worn by time. Was she even marked? You'll never know.
No.
You could have saved his lady. We're feeding you anyway. You fill the bowl, but Lamshank doesn't come running. Lamshank, food time. He ignores you. Come on, you need to eat. We're leaving today.
Oh. Remember, citizens, we have cleared the way.
They say that we have cleared the way, but of what? Bodies? So we're leaving our life behind? Water the plant. But what if we were affected? What if we don't look human anymore? What if we don't look human enough to their standards and they end up killing us? What if this is a way to kill all the people off? So everybody's going to be saved, right? They're like, repeat, come to the coordinates, blah, 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 blah. But what if that's a method of tricking people, at least into filtering out the people? So what if some of the people going to the coordinates are hoping they could save them from... Maybe it's a virus, an airborne virus of some kind that's changing and alternating genetics. So what if they're saying that they're going to be saved, but at the same time, it's possible they're not going to be saved and they're just going to eliminate the people that have, like, due to the proximity of where they are and the city, they have heavy exposure to the smog. It's possible that this may not save them. Because you're hoping, right? You're told in the story they're going to go for safety. But what if, in fact, it's to pick and choose who lives and who dies? Who gets stuck in the rubble and left behind? And who gets to go and flee for a future? It's what it sounds like. And that's why the dog doesn't want to go. Because what happened to the dog's owner? Maybe the dog's owner left in hopes of fleeing for safety, but the dog owner never came back. I feel like that says a lot for itself. So the dog's afraid to be abandoned because he's not going to be able to take the dog with him. And he doesn't know that. So him and the dog have bonded for who knows how long. And what he doesn't understand is what got left off in the radio. It did mention about animals. Maybe animals are more prone to it than people. Or at least that's what they tell themselves. But basically, the environment's affected. It's different. Something burns in your chest, but you choke it down. Without you, the plant would die. No, so that's what I was feeling. We're gonna have a cup of coffee. No, you can't. Your stomach keeps turning over and over, like something is trying to escape alive. You leave it, the cup strangely lonely when filled to the brim. So you fill up the coffee cup and don't even drink it? What's this?
The pickup zone is... It's time to go.
It's time to go.
Ooh!
You'll never see this place again. Is that a good thing? Wait, oh no! The dog looks scared. What does leaving this place mean? What does the world look like outside these walls? Outside the city? The dog is scared because they're gonna kill the dog. I'm like, do you still belong out there? With people and their soft skin, soft hands, soft hearts? Will they now be as foreign as you as the sky? Will they be as foreign to you as the sky? I think we were altered and we don't even realize it.
Bless you.
There it is, the door.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Come on, Lamshank. What if I go the other way? Because it's optional, isn't it? Because we had a choice of going to the balcony. Oh, it didn't let us. Okay. We're gonna go see if we can go where we take the dog for... LG123, hello? The dog is scared. I fed Lampshake, but he didn't eat. We can't even throw him ball or nothing. I don't think we should leave. Oh! I think if we leave, we're gonna be unfortunately shocked to how we can't save anybody. I think it's just a new world and people need to... We have the all-seeing eye, but... There was a time where slowly, one by one, people left. There were no boards then, just a closed door with the world outside growing further and further away. You didn't see them often, the few that remained with you, but you could hear them, human sounds that hummed in the background when you least expected. You pulled down one of the boards. Oh! I think it's safer inside. Wait, is that his girlfriend? Is his girlfriend a dog? Did his girlfriend turn? Is that what they mean by marked? Ooh! Hush, Lampshank. The noises had been comforting. You weren't alone, but they didn't last forever. Another times faded into nothing. They must have left, taken their chances to the city falling around them. Anything better than staying here, being inside, trapped like a rat in a cage every day. Played out again and again, until... You pulled down the second board. Ooh. Bork! Lampshank, that's enough. There's something bad out there. Dun-dun-dun. You would have never yelled at Lampshank before. Shame blooms deep in the pit of your stomach, but you can't look at him. Know that if you see the fear and desperation in his eyes, you'll never leave. Oh, you're leaving the dog? Yeah, the dog looks scared. You pull down the final board. A beginning and an end, you think. You've been the one to put them here. A reminder to never leave, as though the city siren song promised and escaped. You lay your hands on the door, palms sweaty against the cool glass. Lampshank, you ready? Ooh. He trembles uncontrollably, eyes darting around the room as fast as they roll into the back of his head. You pull a key from your pocket, fit into the lock, turn the handle. Bark, 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 bark. Lampshank lashes forward, closing his mouth on your sleeve. With a vicious yank, he pulls you backwards away from the door. Animals know. I'm gonna take a pause here. Animals know when there's danger. They can sense vile intentions. I think Lampshank, being very in tune with his instincts, because he said it was a male dog, being very in tune with his instincts, can tell that something's wrong and doesn't trust leaving. So there's something out there that the dog's aware of that could have something to do with other people. Maybe people don't have good intentions in this world anymore. That they're all desperate to survive, and... Because the main character doesn't eat or drink, so we can already cross that out as a necessity. It's just more of the idea of like wanting something better. Wanting people again in his life. Longing for people, I think. But yeah, Lampshank knows there's something evil. Lampshank! Bork, bork! Lampshank, what's going on? See, every part of Lampshank looks like it's ready to fight. Lips peeled back from the gleaming teeth, as saliva drips from the maw gaping impossibly open, wide enough to swallow someone whole. Bork, bork! Bork! Lampshank! Bark! See, the guy needs to listen to the dog. The dog knows. Animals know. There's a saying for some people. They'll put on their dating profiles. I've heard jokes about it. They'll put a joke that says, if my dog doesn't like you, I don't like you. Because animals know people. More than we think. Knock, knock, knock. No. Knock, 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 knock. Something bad is there. It can't. The dog is protecting you! Inside. You're inside again. Bark. What happened? Lamshake runs to his abandoned food. The leftovers of leftovers that you served still there, silent. Did it get you too? Did everyone else hear the radio? Follow its lure to the door. Da-da-da. Bork. Munchy, munchy, crunchy. Lamshank happily devours the food, ghostly tongue scrapping the dregs from the bottom of the bowl. Thank you, Lamshank. Yep. He jumps on the spot, proud to have protected you. So there was something bad out the door. Ah, but what is it? I'm too curious, but whatever it was, him reacting that way, it must have been evil. Must have been very evil. Really, I mean it. Oh, big. Hold your horses. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look outside. We're gonna go to the TV. Because what we choose matters. Nothing. You're not sure what you expected. Sorry, I burped. Ugh. We're gonna see outside first. This is what I wanted to see. See how close we are to the city? We have full-on exposure to whatever that is. There's no way they're gonna let us live. We're gonna have some coffee. Can you just go back to this in between life? The fetch and a half-consumed coffee? Is it really that easy? What's on the radio, though? Nothing tonight, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe a week from now. You'll throw the radio from the rooftop. Lamshank was right to be afraid. Something evil. So he's better off reliving the small life. Living a small life, eating off the stove pot. It looks kind of filthy. But, the plant's growing in. You see that? Plants are growing in from the window. At least it looks that way. I want to see what was out there. I want to know. Work. So, there was a knock at the door, but they didn't come in. They may have not wasted their time going into buildings, just hoping people left them. Chasio Spook says, leave the pooch. Palms sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti. Oh my god. Palms sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti? That's a song. That's a song. I want to know. Leave the dog. Never. The dog knows. Because who's going to feed the dog? You've gotten used to the violet light beating down from above. The creature seems satisfied. If such a thing is possible. So is it a small creature? It's not rolling in the clouds. Instead, breathing slowly around the tip of the skyscrapers. The longest, softest breath you've ever felt vibrate through your bones. See, I told you he's affected. His eyes are weird. His eyes are slanted on his face. The dog's face is normal, but his eyes are like he has 4 eyes, I guess, like actual like spider eyes. Is this it? Yes, this is the rest of our life, safe from the heroinous evil at the at the world, at the building. I mean, is this everything? Yes, I think so. I still want to know. Is this where you must remain? Blurk. So this is the happy ending. We have 10 minutes to spare and we got existential fetch. The fetch for the last time. Play fetch for the last time? Because we die, I guess. You will not remain. Made by Jordan Dr. Irwin. T-Dog Extreme, Gabriella Longring, Tiala Russell. Those are the monsters. Trailer by Robert Michelle Geary. Playtester Charlotte Otwood, Haydown Baker, Harry. I can't read that fast. There you guys go. We got an ending. But how many endings to You Will Not Remain? I think we got the good ending. Because I think we had an option to go bounce off the terrace. You will not remain, which is terrifying. It says this game was made... Oh, so it restarts. You will not remain endings game. Ooh, it says... What is the ending to There Is No... It says, after destroying Mr... What? No, that's a different one. You will not remain. What are you babies doing? It says, you will not remain walkthrough guide. There's a walkthrough? Sorry, I'm looking down. Fresh air. Spend some time relaxing on the balcony. What is this? Walkthrough. No, keep in mind that this game doesn't feature a save system, so you must be finished in one sitting. Spend time relaxing on the balcony. Dog days aren't over. Who killed the radio star? Green thumb. Water your plant and water your soul. Caffeine addiction. Drink a whole lot of coffee. What? Oh, there are multiple endings. Out of time. Neglect your plant like you neglect yourself as an ending. We got the existential fetch, so this is actually the good ending. This bug has been fixed. It says, not sure if this is a bug, but next time you'll start the game, out of time unlocks. As you were leaving your bed. So a second playthrough isn't necessary. This bug has been fixed. You're now required to finish the day without watering the plant. For out of time achievement, no trigger. So these are achievements. So we were bound to, I guess... I'm trying to figure this out. It says, is there even an ending? The author responded to some of the bugs. We got existential fetch. Return to your apartment, drink the coffee, then interact with the TV screen and the radio. Leave. Follow the dog to the right and inside the door. Throw the ball 6 times. Escape artist. Interact with the front door after 𝐿𝑆hank drags you away. Ooh, that's another ending. So we chose the ending with the dog, but escape artist is where you interact with the door. Leave. Follow the dog to the right and inside the door. So this is where you interact with the front door after 𝐿𝑆hank drags you away. Escape artist. I don't get it. So... You will not remain. You must stay in your apartment as the city around you falls to the eldritch horror. Stay inside, stay safe, don't let anybody in. Yeah, what is the ending? What is the ending? It says... It says, Edward must gather evidence to either forgive or condemn a doormat resident who's trapped in purgatory for a crime they committed. That's the story? No, that's for those who remain. Oh, I don't know. There's not enough... I smell food. There's not enough explanations. You Will Not Remain is a snapshot of lockdown depression with a Lovecraftian twist. I wish this wasn't relatable. By Amanda Yao on January 10, 2022. Being able to see the horror so visibly doesn't make it any easier. Credit, You Will Not Remain. Bedtime phobias. You aren't meant to envy You Will Not Remain's depressed protagonist. Trapped alone in their apartment, complex while an eldritch horror overtakes the city outside. There is a contentment to be found in their drastically shrunken, dingly, claustrophobic world. Still, I felt a twinkle of jealousy as I moved through their monotonous cycle from bed to kitchen to balcony to bed. At least, I thought, nobody expects anything from them. Created in 48 hours for the 2020 Woman Game Jam Bedtime Phobias, You Will Not Remain is a 2D indie game which examines mental health issues from such a depression, anxiety, and isolation. The 30-minute role-playing game doesn't have any puzzles to solve, answers to find, or days to save. There are simply days to which to exist, repeating the same patterns over and over again with no anticipation that it might ever change. It's an experience that is unfortunately familiar in our pandemic-altered world, at least to those of us fortunate enough not to work on the front lines. Just as You Will Not Remain's unspeakable abomination keeps its protagonist confined to their building. So this is, yeah, kind of inspired by that. But I still want to know the ending. It says, You Will Not Remain focuses clearly on narrative. The mindless, simple gameplay is effective in reinforcing its dark themes. Walk to the plant, interact with it. Walk to coffee cup, interact with it. Walk to the strange monster dog, interact with it. I don't know, to me it was just a doggo. Run out of things to interact with to go to bed because there was nothing else for you to do. What about the love? What about the romance? Ooh, here's the ending. Oh. Lowgreen hadn't considered making You Will Not Remain's protagonist work from home, but thinks it would have detracted from the sense of solitude they wish to convey. I think if they worked from home, there would be a clear sign that there was still life in the world, and I wanted them to be completely isolated, says Logrin, which is the creator. As such, there's a strange, almost desirable comfort in the certain of uncertainty. You Will Not Remain's societal collapse. Oh my goodness, this is so dark. But what's the ending? You Will Not Remain is currently free to play on Steam. I don't know. It says they don't have a name, but there's nobody who might call it if they did. It's likely been months since they last smiled, with no cause to do so. What is this? Oh my goodness, oh my gosh. Well, I just want an ending. I guess that is the ending. You just make achievements. Because other people played it. I don't think you can leave the building. I think it truly is forever solitude. Dark says, I think the ending is left ambiguous on purpose. Yeah, because I'm so lost. Because I really want to know. We finished You Will Not Remain. Let's give a round of applause. We're going to give a round of applause to the game. I don't think they have an ending. But you're right. It's ambiguous because it's about isolation and an eldritch... Kind of like an eldritch being is taking over the world. I don't know. To me, it's like... You just got to adapt. I don't think there was anything wrong with the people that were exposed. I think it was just people afraid of the unknown and afraid that the unknown was consuming people they cared about. So instead of facing the fact that things were happening, like how could she just be outside of the door screaming for 2 weeks? Unless she was dying, I don't know, needed some medical attention. Clap, Tezu's book. Christians, I have returned. Fluffy sheep says, Zoinks, maybe the real ending was the friends we made along the way. I hope so. That's a very nice ending. Thank you, Fluffy sheep. Fluffy sheepy. I hope it's that we made friends, because we made friends with the dog and we called them Lamb Shank. Shinzo says, what was your least favorite part of college? My least favorite part of college is a great question. I think it was interacting. So my department, my first year of college, university, because I had college and high school, so I had exposure, pre-exposure in high school through that collegiate program. I recommend if anybody's young and they're still in school and you come across this video randomly, I recommend collegiate programs. They're really challenging, but I'm dyslexic and I'm not the brightest star. I wouldn't say I am. I would say that I was an average student and I went to a collegiate program. And I would say going through that exposure at a community college, it was at an affordable level. I still had to pay. I don't think I had to pay anything. I think very minor fees. It was a free collegiate program for anybody who applied. All you had to do was put in the effort and the work, and you would get your high school diploma and your associate's degree. I highly recommend it. I was the only one who wanted to go. My parents didn't make me. They said you can if you want, because I had some relatives in the past. They also graduated from the collegiate program. Some of my uncles, I want to say, yeah, one of my tios, he graduated, and that kind of inspired me to go. Because it's a great way to pursue your education while still on a budget. Because I was like 15, 16 when I entered the program. So I was 15, 16. I would say that experience... So there's like 3 different experiences I had at university. College. Well, there's university and then there's college. If I say college as a whole, I would say the best experience I had was being able to talk to mature people at 15 and 16. I was interacting with 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds. And it wasn't like... There was a kind of like a trust of maturity that they had for us students. It's kind of crazy to think that I was talking to adults, honestly. I was underage and talking to... Because we shared classes where we would... And I would never disclose my age. You see, young people are very smart. It may have been a few years ago, but young people know you never disclose your age. It's not even something you have to tell them. You don't just tell them, yeah, I'm like 16 or whatever. Yeah, you never do that. What I would see is that the other fellow teenagers when I was in high school and collegiate program, they were very adaptable. They all understood, like, I'm going into this college program, collegiate program, where I'm going to be in a classroom with, like, people of all ages. So they knew the only way to attract, to avoid attracting negative attention, no one even had to say it. Like, I didn't have to say it. Other kids didn't have to say it. We just knew you never discussed your age because that kind of shows a sign of, like, potential immaturity. And it could endanger yourself or attracting predators. So we just knew not to. And then the teachers and the staff would tell us, hey, if anything happens, let us know. So that's why we always had someone to talk to. They wanted to make sure everything was okay and that none of us got that, you know what I'm saying, that none of us got negative attention or mistreatment from, like, a fellow adult. Like, they were very vigilant and they cared a lot. So I would say that was the best experience I had. It was being so young and then not being expected to step up for my education, but having that trust there. Because I could wander on campus. Some people would slack off, then they'd get pushed out of the program. Like, there were consequences if you chose not to show up on time, if you neglected your courses. And I wasn't, like, they were far more intelligent. I thought they were very intelligent people. But they dropped out, like, a semester before we graduated in our senior year. And I found that so depressing when I saw them revisit. And they had to repeat their last year of high school. Sorry, I kind of, like, stuttered. They had to repeat their last year of high school because they didn't finish the program. So what that meant was the program studies only applies to their program. So the courses they took didn't apply to any other high school. It was such a unique program that you have to complete it. If you don't, you'll have to repeat your last 2 years of high school, or your last 2 years of high school or something like that. So that was my motivation, but it was a struggle. But just know that if I could do it, as dingy as I can be, as airheaded as I can be, I still managed to complete it. So if I can do it, you can do it. So that's the best part of high school. I mean, college, because it was like college and high school. But the worst part of my university experience, I think it was... I had a better experience at community college than I did at universities. I don't know why that is. Universities, it felt like there were so many people that weren't mature. I just feel like people who go to community college, it was just different. I don't know if it was the area, if it was the location the college was at, but it was just, not to get into the specifics to avoid, doxing myself, but it just felt like there were a lot nicer people in community college than there was people in university. I don't know why that is. It's like a different crowd. I feel like people in community college understand what it's like to... University is a big deal. University is a big step. But I don't know, I guess there were nice people in university. It depends on what department you're in, I think. I don't know. Or I didn't pay attention in high school. But the worst part of university, I think it was... Because I got pestered by people. You can get bullied as an adult by other adults. It doesn't have to be just stopping in high school. The bullies you grow up with in school become parents. And sometimes, as a parent, if they don't grow out of that immaturity, they end up bullying their kids. And they give their kids some really messed up problems. And I think people who grow up and they realize their parent was a bully, I think that's a journey. That's a self-learning journey. I've never heard of a story like that, but I'm sure there are people out there. It's like their parent back in school would bully other kids, and then they became, a father or a mother, and they have kids, and sometimes the distinctive traits, if they didn't learn from it, or reflect, or mature, then it just kind of carries on into their babies, and that's sad. Can you imagine the bully you knew in school, not growing up, as an adult, having kids, and doing the same thing they did to you, to their kids, giving them, like, some harsh, critical... thank you! Thank you for the subby and the follow! But that's what I think about. And I think that bothers me when I was exposed to the world. It's just seeing that in people is terrifying. I think that's the part I didn't like about college or university. It was seeing the truth about the world that you can, like, that's what happened to me, which is why I had to transfer, because I got bullied. Yeah, it was a very competitive department. It was the performance department, so I was a vocalist. I was training to be a vocalist. You have 2 degrees, at least 2 degrees they offered. Performance major or to be a teacher. To study as a vocalist, but to eventually use that degree to become a, like, choir teacher. To, you know, things like that. Or be a private vocalist. It's a competitive job because it's not on demand, like you think of mathematics or science, or you think of a law school. That's on demand. Somebody always needs a lawyer. But the arts and singing, it's such a rare breed nowadays. Which is why... Thank you for the sub and the follow. But that's my story. So here's the story of how not too explicit, because I don't want anybody to be sad. It's been a few years since then, but it really hurt. It hurts when adults, when you realize that they can be childish too. So they had a free consultation where you got to talk to on the campus. So it was like my first year in university. And I didn't realize that people would bully each other out of competitiveness in the music department, but they did. They all just wanted that scholarship, and just how it was. And that's what I didn't like. So I had to change my major, and it was much better. But I went to talk to... What did they call them? I went to go talk to a therapist. And the therapist, after I explained my situation, it had been going on for a year, for like 2 semesters. It was just non-stop. People just ignoring me, mistreating me, because they would spread rumors about each other just to get ahead in their career. And that's how they did it. Teachers mistreated me. It was awful. And I was like 7-8 hours away from family. And because I didn't have enough friends, I spent a lot of time alone. And then I joined groups outside of my major. And then I realized people were actually nice. It was just the department. It had a horrible, toxic social problem that nobody was addressing. Nobody came to ask me if those rumors were true. It was just so that the professors would kind of like... If the professor doesn't like you, you're gonna have an awful time in their course. You know what I mean? So that's why they did it to each other. And it wasn't just me. There was another guy who had transferred out of the music department. And he decided to do an alternative... Like, I want to say he went into a science major. So instead of being a singer, a vocalist, because that's what his dreams were, because he got bullied and harassed in the department, so he transferred his sophomore year of university, and he went to go major, I think, I want to say he went in the medical field, actually. So that, it was a drastic change. And he did it, and I think I spoke to him briefly, because I had to open up to someone who cared. And he actually had a similar story, and that's why he left. Because he was being made fun of. So he just chose to throw in the towel. Because there weren't enough male students that were singing. Like, not enough male vocalist students, so they were mostly female. And believe me, females can be very... Like, they don't physically bully. They do it kind of like psychologically. By socially manipulating each other. It was just the worst time. Specifics, that's too much of a heartthrob. So back to that therapist. The therapist told me, after I shared everything with her, about people saying rumors, and then the rumors were kind of like around a person who was not very well. She told me, but I didn't listen. So she had told me that she had went through things in high school, and I felt really bad for her. She said that after a relative passed away, that she had been hospitalized, and that she was taking medication. She had told me that she's probably she told me she was mentally unstable. I thought she was joking, because you know how people joke. People have a dark sense of humor. And I should have listened to her warning. And I didn't. I knew her for about 2 months. And then she just kind of like... Something happened with her. And then she was the one going around causing a lot of social issues and a lot of tension. And she acted like she knew me more than she did. And so she just said whatever she wanted. And maybe to her it was funny, but it honestly ruined my career. And I saw no point in pursuing as a vocalist. But that was my dream. I wanted to sing opera. But yeah, that's... So yeah, the therapist told me to leave. I keep going back to her. The therapist told me people don't change. And she said, I've seen it happen to multiple people. You're better off leaving and pursuing your dreams somewhere else, is what she told me. I don't know why the therapist said that, but I just listened to her and I left. And I never went back. And plus, I wanted to change my degree because I didn't see a purpose pursuing it there. And I think towards the end, people actually started complaining about the girl who started rumors. So the bully finally got caught in the end because she started bullying a teacher. So she's... we'll call her... I'm looking at the application Needy Streamer. I don't even know what that character's name is. But she was just... I guess we'll call her Needy Streamer. So Needy Streamer... She was just... I don't know. I don't know if it was for attention. I mean, it was our first year in university, but she was a year older than me. But she started bullying one of the professors. She started complaining that the professor was out to get her and that he didn't like her. But he was actually... I want to say he was a volunteer. He was a part of chapel choir. So he'd come and he'd help with when people they would host for church and stuff like that. Because the school was very, like... I want to say it was kind of religious, the school. At least the roots were religious, so they still had the practice of having, like I forgot what they call it. Yeah, going to church in the morning or the evening. And he would go there and volunteer to play the piano, because he was a pianist. And he had different churches he would go to play the piano. And so she started picking on the professor. And then a lot of people vouched for him that he wasn't harassing her, but that's what she was saying. So she was going around picking fights with everybody. And people saw that there was something... She was not well. But she had already told me that. And I should have just listened. If someone tells you they're mentally unstable, I don't think they're joking. And I thought she was because she laughed. But I think she was telling me that, you know, she struggles in some way. And I don't know what was going on with her. I don't think it excuses her behavior either. And that's why I left. So that was the worst part of university. Is that I was so lonely and I wanted friends. But be careful of the people you hang out with. If someone tells you that, it's a red flag and you should just politely find other people to socialize with. You don't want to socialize with someone who could turn around and start spreading rumors, picking fights with you and professors, because that's what she did. She tried to build a case against the professor guy. So he was, like, he had educational background to be a professor, but he would go around just volunteering at different churches, and that's what he did. So he would get hired for different performances and stuff like that, different hostings. He was a nice guy too. But to think she was poking a fight with him and trying to get him fired is what she was trying to do. I don't know why. She just had... She would find someone and then just kind of like... I don't know, let it rip, go at it. I didn't understand where she was coming from there. He was really nice too. So a lot of students had to speak up and tried to defend him. Because it would have gotten him fired, it could have ruined his career. Because she was just... I don't know. The rumors were ballistic. But it's too bad people don't question them. I think they should. Don't believe rumors. Ask the person. Tell them. I'm a blunt person. If I heard a rumor, I'd go up to them and be like, hey, that person said this and this. Is it true? Or is it just a rumor? And I'm like, that's how I was in high school. I would just tell people straight off the bat. I'm like, hey, this person and this other person, they talk a lot of dog poop about you, man. I would just warn people. Because people don't question it. Be careful of your friend groups. She was not a friend. It's just figuring it out. It's hard, but you'll be okay. It says, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, learn from my mistakes, everybody. Buddies, if someone warns you, they give you a red flag, take the red flag and leave them be. That's what I should have done. That was my biggest mistake. But you have to learn. Socializing with people, finding people to actually trust and hang out with. Don't hang out with just anybody. I know it can be hard at first when it comes to making friends. I was living on campus and I was like 7 to 8 hours away from like living relatives. Living at relatives. I did have some relatives buried not too far from there. Yeah. like at a little... My family has like several... I think several cemeteries they've been buried at. Kind of scattered. So like, yeah, living relatives. So yeah. But yeah, a live and learn experience. It was hard. Because it ruined my goals. But it was meant to be. I still completed my bachelor's degree, just a different major. So I went from a music vocalist degree to a communications degree. So just specializing in communication. For me, it was speech communication. So I thought, you know what? Maybe I need to get better at communicating. Maybe I should study communication so I can learn how to interact with people, better myself, socializing, understand how socializing, nonverbal, and verbal communication works. So that's why I did the different degree. And instead of being really down about it, instead I'm pursuing that career of singing, at least slowly. I'll pursue it through my hobbies instead. It's actually really hard with that degree too, because you either perform and make money, or you compete for a place at a university or school to teach. Man, I got a fever now. Dark says mental illness like that are rough. Kinda gotta give people like that some space. Bipolar, maybe? She told me she took medication. But you know what? I think she did mention that her moods switch a lot. She reminded me of, like, Wonder Woman. She kinda looked like her, too. But there was just, like, I don't know, like a temperament? It's hard to say. I can't remember what she said that she was working with. I should have just gave her space. But, you know, I didn't know. You live and you learn. So it says... Sazio Spook says, that's the worst part. You grow up thinking adults act better, but you realize a lot of people peak at high school? Jesus. Christian says, I kind of BS'd my way through high school. I've heard of stories like that in baseball movies. The Bench Warmers 2006. Yeah, because it ruined the perceptions teachers and other students had of me. So I didn't get to even try to show my worth. Or that I have talent. It was like 4 months into the first semester. And it was all over for me. And no one confronted me about it. It was until the second semester that a girl had told me. She's like, did you know that that person you used to hang out with, needy streamer, was spreading rumors about you? Like, finally, after 5 to 6 months into, like... So it was 4 months in the first semester. It was 6 months after. So we were, like, about... So a semester, 4 months in, you think of August, September, October, November. It was around October, November that it was happening. And then, I think I'm calculating it wrong. But the months were... Yeah, it was fall when it happened. And in the springtime, someone finally told me, I think in February? So a girl finally confronted me and said... Because she knew the difference, which is hilarious. It was obviously BS. Which is sad. But it didn't stop people from mistreating me or ignoring me. Giving me dirty looks and stuff. It's awful. Don't believe rumors. Rumors are lies. Talk to the person. Don't just assume it's true. I mean, imagine celebrity gossip. Celebrity gossip really sucks, I think. But it's on like a worldwide, international level. It was just... It happens. Shinzo says, at the very least, I strongly believe you're gonna be big. It's so incredibly rare for a channel to grow as fast as you, especially without advertisement. Well, thank you, Shinzo. Oh my goodness. I have a fever because like I got kind of emotional. I mean, it was a few years ago, and I've grown a lot since then. But sharing my experience with you, just know it happens. It happens when you least expect it, and your career could change because of it.
social drama. Some people, I don't know, I can't explain their behavior. I just know that's what happens. It says, Shiny Evolution Cosplayers Game Corner. I've been targeted for 2 years by some mentally unstable teenager and her goons because of the cosplay Karen. Sent them to go after me over I disagree with her politics, and I don't want to hear about it. Dang. Cosplaying even... I didn't know cosplay has its own heretics involved. Man, I'm so sorry you have to experience that. People should not... Don't target people so they disagree with you on something. It's completely okay if they do. It's okay if you don't like the same things. Politics is a whole nother region. I think that's why people avoid it when it comes to like content creation. But it can get really rough out there. It's unexplainable. I don't think people should go bananas for it. It's okay. You want a world where people have multiple perceptions? Because if we all thought the same, it wouldn't be much of a world to live in. If there's not a new perspective to gain. You're gonna have other people with different insights. I just listen. I think it's really mature when people can still talk about it and still have different agreements. To me, it's what you do with that knowledge. If you're using that knowledge to target each other off of the idea of who's better than the others, that's not much of like putting it to good use. It's more of abusing the knowledge you received, you know? The perceptions and knowledge you received and twisting it to where you're trying to validate picking on other people. That's not what it's for. So that politics is just a small perception of the world. It's not even an accurate version of how you should see the world. It's more of like a social construct of how people prefer to see the division of different views. That's what I think politics is. And I think it separates people. I think it tears people apart. Some people date someone specifically for that reason. And if you don't agree with their views, I mean, views change. I think that's a killer in the dating scene. It's when you allow those types of views. It's different than values. There's morals and values, and then there's politics. Politics doesn't always value morals at all. If you see the way people are in the social world, you think about their decisions and choices, they make a lot of immoral choices. And still they get celebrated for it. And I guess to each their own on where I mean on that. I don't have to give the specifics. We all have seen it where it's led the world. The wars, the fighting, the arguing. It's let us know we're better. It's where people put too much reason behind it and excuse their actions by saying it was political. Honestly, just people need to step back and realize it's just... That's just there to help you perceive and understand, but it shouldn't be the reason why you do the things you do. Live your life. Be happy. Don't let that define you as a person. Let it be knowledge and information you receive, but don't let that become who you are. I mean, I know we're like sponges. I know we absorb knowledge, but I don't think that's fair to them to allow the politics to dictate their life. Live your life, man. Live your life. Don't let it consume you. It changes all the time. You're gonna change all the time. We're living organisms growing and breathing. You're gonna change. Don't let it become who you are. It's not your personality. You got a lot more to you than that. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for sharing. It says... My goodness! Shinzo says... I decided not to go all 12 years, but instead of dropping out, I switched to homeschool, took a test and graduated. Poor Ami had to go on without me, lol, but I had a job early and I'm comfortable now. Yeah, college was rough, especially since I was top of my class. Jealousy is a destructive force. They are more concerned about tearing down the competition rather than doing better, yeah. And then, yes, Dark, I think it probably was mental illness, but I can't say what because I don't remember. I just hope she gets better and, you know, reflects on her choices. I think she should spend more time healing than attacking professors and students. Shinzo says, at the very least... Oh, wait. Where is it? Okay, Shinzo says, I definitely feel you on the friends part. Going to college as a Christian is not ideal. They'd come up to me and try debating with me all the time. I don't have the energy for that. Yeah, people want to argue for any reason. I wouldn't tell anybody my belief system. I would just in college and university, this is the advice I was given. And to anybody out there who's gonna start college and university soon, there's like 3 rules I was told. Never discuss politics and religion. Because people, like Evie said, Shiny Evolution Cosplayers Game Corner said, from their experience, they were targeted by other people because they didn't agree with the same ideals in regards to politics. And sometimes people use that as ammunition to socially target other people with vile intentions. So I was told, and I followed this rule, I never discussed my politics or my religion because I was deeply afraid that I would get bullied again like I did, because I was being harassed by other people for my first major, but then I transferred, so 2 different universities. University A, I didn't even socialize about my belief or about politics, but I still got harassed by people that believed whatever they were told, which is sad. Don't believe everything you're told, you know. Find reason in it. Question is to find reason. Questioning isn't to defile someone's perception. It's to think deeper into it. As to why, as to how, as to when. There's nothing wrong with questioning. It's how you learn. That's how you navigate through the world. You gotta ask questions. It's hard to, it's embarrassing, but there's not really a wrong answer to that, to asking. So yeah, it's okay, guys. Just, yeah, that's what I was told, so I'm gonna pass that along. Never talk about religion and politics. People will come for you. They will gang bully you. Just, that's what I recommend. Do it as you wish. It's your life. But learn from our experiences. Learn from my experiences. Do better than me. Nana says cosplay has Karens, huh? I didn't know cosplay had Karens. Jesus, it's terrifying. Cosplay Karens. Dark says I am. Dark says I think a lot of people are, but just are scared to discuss it. Taru. Evie says, yeah, even the cosplay Karen did destroy my gaming career in the convention industry by making false accusations about me over a con I never went to while I was 200 miles away out of New York. That's terrifying. You know what? There's a similar situation I saw, but it was with a VTuber. And this VTuber is no longer on. There's a lot of people out there. I guess, yeah, I mean, since I said it, I could refer to somebody to check out their video because they did a more in-depth view of this person. I want to say, goodness, Alfred VTuber. If I type that in, Alfred VTuber. So, I don't know if they're out there anymore. But there's a lot of controversies. I think that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But since I mentioned it, I don't know if I can find it. I see a lot of VTubers going from 𝑛IJI-Sanji. They're all turning indie. I don't blame them, given everything that's happened. 𝑛IJI-Sanji Virtual Rhapsody. MNG scandal. Jesus. Is Pecora with 𝑛IJI-Sanji? That's so sad. I really feel bad for all the talents at 𝑛IJI-Sanji. They're a target now. I don't bother with all that stuff. It's really not the talent's fault if the company isn't making appropriate decisions. But yes, reading. Chaseo Spook says, I got a head off, my guys. I hope y'all are safe. Sprinkles. Fix your Discord link, and I beg you, please. Post a full-size pic of your model for reference. I don't want to dig through the thumbnails. Okay. I'll post my ID card. I got lost in and I kind of spaced out. I think I'm tired. Nana says, Pecora's Hollow Live. Thank you, Nana. Pecora is Hollow Live. I was wondering because I got confused for a minute. Dark says Peko is hollow. Thank you. Shinzo says, I had no intention of being liked by them anyway. Shinzo says, I never really told anyone. People can tell by how you act and hold yourself. I've personally never been bullied due to my size and boxing career, but I haven't absolutely been hated and despised because I'm... Oh, and my political beliefs, but I didn't really care. Aw. Dark says, one of the VTuber OGs. The original girls. Yes, Dark, I do think people are scared to discuss it. I don't hear adults talk about it. It's very rare you hear adults say that other adults can bully adults. It sounds really silly. Because as a kid, I was told that the adult world is better, and things change, and people mature. And not really. That people kind of stay consistent. Evie says, the thing is, cosplay Karen used to be my friend until her mood started acting up, which is why I kept my distance away from her and blocked communication. I don't know, Jesus. I'm catching up. Nana says she does have some friends in Nijisanji JP though. Man, it's gonna tear people apart. People have been working with that company for years, and for their career to just kind of fall apart due to how they handled their PR? Is that what they call it? PR? PR. My goodness. PR. Public relations refers to managing how others see and feel about a person, brand, or company. PR for corporations, notably publicly traded companies, focus on maintaining a positive corporate image while handling media requests and shareholder inquiries. So that's what PR means. And in social media, it's like there are social media channels, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc. to drum up some press, put your company in the spotlight, and get people talking about you. Aww. So that's what it is, the PR, public relations. I think it could be easily fixed and they can bounce back from it, but it's really up to the company. Instead of the company seeing this as they failed, or that, you know, seeing it as a negative, they could see it as a positive. It's all about how you say something, right? Instead of saying you're a failure, you say that you weren't successful the first time, but the next time you try, it'd be better. Yeah, the more you try, the more successful you'll be. So instead of saying failure, it's just more success comes along the way with trying. That sort of thing. If the company saw it that way, they'll be fine. They could totally bounce back from it if they wanted. But they're gonna have to put in a lot of effort to show that they're just, you know, reflecting and learning. But I mean, in due time, I kind of wish them all the best nonetheless. Even though they did a lot of wrong, they could end up doing a lot of right. They have influence and they have finances for it. They can do so much with that. Yes, influence, networking, and finances. Those are three powerful moves. All they have to do is make the right ones. But it's becoming humble again, I think. I think they've been so successful for so long. They don't know what it's like to struggle. And I think if they thought in the perception of what it was like when they first started, I think they'd have more heart and love into it again. I think they just lost their passion. The company. I don't have to say their name. I think their flame went out. And that makes me sad. Because the company's flame went out for passion and for, you know, honest creativity. That they no longer have the motivation to do more or to go beyond it. And it happens. I think the company's burnt out. And I think that's so unpopular to say. It has nothing to do with the talents. The talents always have a spark. As wavery as they might get, because that's a lot of bad PR, I think they can. But they have to come together and make something beautiful. Address it, acknowledge it, make it iconic. Think of a comedian. A comedian will poke fun at their flaws and at their mistakes, and they'll laugh about it. I think that's how the company should handle it. Kind of poke fun at it, laugh about it, and move on. Yeah. Or maybe don't. Maybe don't. At their mistakes. Yeah, maybe not. But yeah, I just thought of like a comedian. You know, say we messed up and make a joke out of it. Yeah, admit it. Something like that. I don't know. Make a joke out of making the mistake. And then laugh at yourself for being a fool. That's a better way to say it. Dark says, I think Nietzsche's gonna be forced to change now. Not much of an option anymore if they want to be around for any longer. Like I said, yeah, they have the networking system. They have influence and the finances. They just have to set their heart in the right direction and they'll get there. They need to do it for their talents. Do it for them. They can't do it to... It's not about appeasing the world. It's about just... Becoming a better person is hard, I think. But it's a bunch of people behind the scenes. It's not just one person. It's a whole bunch of people that need a change of heart. It's like the Grinch stole Christmas, but the corporation stole Christmas. It made all the little VTubers sad. And now they need to return all those good things and grow a heart. It says... Christian says the Benchwarmers was about a man who's gonna be a father, but he was a bully growing up. Oh! That's what you mean, Christian. About a man who's gonna be a father, but he was a bully. Those are scary movies. That's where the bully gets it when they're an adult. Those make me sad still. Even if they were awful young in their younger years. It still makes me sad when bad things happen to them. I still feel... I probably shouldn't feel bad for the bully all grown up, but... It's different if you start seeing them change. Then you're like, oh no, he's learning and becoming better. Or she... Evie says, to be honest, the convention organizations missed out on their opportunity to get more people to come over to their events. They didn't remove me from staff. Dang. Dark says, I think Nietzsche's gonna be forced to change. Evie says, my advice to people, never volunteer at a con unless if they have any insurance in case they try to ban or remove you from staff. Dang. Alright guys, you heard it from Shiny Evolution. Evie. Never volunteer at a con unless they have insurance. That's scary. I don't know what that's like, but it sounds chaotic and very stressful. I have a fever now. Oh, I have a fever. Ugh, because I got emotional, so I have a fever. Christian says it's a funny movie, really. It sounds so emotional. I'll go check it out, The Benchwarmers. I might have seen it though. Alright, buddies, this gives it for our first re-debut. Happy to play this game, so there's no ending. Yep, this is the ending. There is no ending. What was that? I saw that. You will not remain... Oh, I was like, it's disappearing. Select, unselect. Select, unselect. Alright, hopefully you had a great time. I'll have to update the post later. And I'll send out my little VTuber card. Let me know what you think. Peace and love, and I'll catch you next time. Thursday, we're playing Princess Peach Showtime, but the demo. Gotta emphasize the demo. It could be roughly 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how I do on the gameplay. And then I'll have to find another game to play. But I want to introduce Nintendo games more. Since I have the Switch here, I might as well utilize it. I also have Monopoly, if you guys want to play Monopoly with me. If you have it on the Switch. I'll play with anybody. As long as, you know, I don't think you can socialize or anything on Monopoly. But you can do it online or something like that. But yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments below what games you recommend. I'll go check them out. I've written some down. Invalidata says hello. Hello, buddy. We're ending soon. Christian says, don't forget to check the title on video in Discord. On Discord. Christian says, just gets a little serious halfway, though. It's a funny movie. Night says, Evie. Good night, buddies. I'll check out Discord and I'll update the link. Thank you all for sharing your stories. I'm glad we got to share about college and university and socializing. When it comes to experiences, there's not a right or wrong. It's just being able to bounce back from it and continue living your life and make the best of it, you know? It's hard. Life is weird. Life is very strange. But be safe out there, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye, buddies.